Hi, my name is Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. After a harrowing few days of non-stop action, the humanimals are sleeping in various places around Savannah's apartment. Aximili is exploring and trying to learn about his surroundings when he stumbled into the elevator, which leads out of the apartment. The quiet ding wakes up Cameron, who bolts up and slides into the elevator at the last second before the door closes. Cameron tells him that he's leaving the apartment, and Aximili begins to morph into his human form, which hits right as the elevator gets to the ground floor and the doors open, and then a woman shrieks. Aximili doesn't have any clothes on. Cameron apologizes and grabs Aximili's arm and pulls him along to grab some clothes from where he stays in the employee area before they quickly vacate the premises in the hopes that they will be forgotten. And they go on a mission to get the food. Cameron brings Aximili to a restaurant owned by his friend Miko where they get some pancakes, and Cameron has stashed some wheat. So it's to no one's surprise when Zac wakes up to the smell of skunk permeating the apartment. Unfortunately, it was a little stronger than shitty weed since Axe had a run-in with a real, actual skunk. Zac orders them to either get out or get into the shower, and Cameron decides to ask Savannah for some help. She offers up Possum's skunk spray kit, and then they attempt to shower it off after Aximili fails to morph the stink off of him. Savannah heads downstairs to try and find some clothes for Cameron, and Grant joins in the fray just in time to see Savannah leaving and Zac scarfing down some pineapple pancakes in the living room. Grant grabs the rest of the boxes and hits the elevator to follow Savannah, who is now being held up by a security guard in the lobby who will not let her go into the restricted employees area. She almost gives up, but then Grant walks out of the elevators as she's ready to head upstairs and explains, we can't go back there because there's this guard, and Grant's like, well, here, take these pancakes, and then sneaks in there because the guard just comes back to apologize to Savannah for calling her a liar a few seconds ago when she absolutely was lying to him. Grant sneaks back into the same area where they busted in on Cameron so many weeks ago and finds the lockers, but there's nothing in there for him to break into the padlocks. So he leaves and heads back upstairs when meets Savannah at the elevator. They both go. And, this entire failure is going on downstairs. Zac is just headed to the roof to get one of his stashed bags, which was a much better option. And he winds up giving Cameron and Aximili some of his clothes, and then basically having to dress Aximili like a little toddler. Grant and Savannah would have considered this a success had Zac not disturbed their crow friends, who were quite upset at the intrusion. After putting out some consolatory peanuts, they head downstairs to find Zac and Cameron trying to physically restrain Axe from the pancakes and going full topple over the couch wrestling match. Despite this, the pancakes are mostly evenly distributed amongst the kids, and then the next piece of chaos picks up when they begin a conversation with Aximili about sharing information. Axe makes it clear that he is not going to be a part of this team, and while he may assist them, he will not share any more information than they already have. This sets Grant off, which is made worse by Zac trying to calm him down, and Grant storms off. Zac tries to smooth things over, and he and Savannah remind Axe that Elfangor trusted them with this. This does not sway Aximili. Attempting a different avenue, Zac follows Grant up to the roof and tries to talk to him about coming around on his opinion of Axe, like he did with Savannah. Grant staunchly refuses this perspective, pointing out that they were two entirely different scenarios, and when Zac continues to push Grant ends the conversation by telling Zac that his calls have been shit lately, which sets Zac off. Grant comes downstairs to talk to Savannah, but she's returning from a walk with Possum and lets him know that she just saw Patch across the street. So Grant switches gears and says, can you and Cameron follow him? And they fly out the window and do. So they're trailing Patch and Steve. Meanwhile, Zac eventually rejoins Grant and Aximili, and upon learning half the team is out, he decides they could at least catch the ferry and retrieve their clothes and phones. Back with the bird crew, Savannah overhears a call that Patch takes from Charles, and they find out that he's coming back to town. After an ice cube incident and a burger incident that shall not be shared per Cameron's request, they head back to the apartment, finding the note from Zac and Grant, and course correct to head to the beach, beating them there, of course. Now that they're all together on the beach, with cell phones in hand, they decide it is time to face another hurdle, telling Bart and Chad what happened to Reese. So Zac texts them to meet up later at the beach, and the humanimals end their adventures by grabbing some burgers with Axe while they wait for nightfall. And that is where we are now.
Nice. All right.
So the conversation with Chad and Bart happens off camera, and we just skip forward.
Fast forward. You guys
Don't
aren't,
we
go
don't
through
need
that
that.
at all.
you guys aren't
Yeah.
exhausted.
It's not
Max
important.
is your friend.
Yeah.
Visser Three's
We
dead.
win. Yeerks go home.
Oh, I'm
Hey.
sorry. I fucked up my summary. Did I leave it so you guys thought that we were all friends and everything was going well? I'm sorry. I apologize. That's on me.
Yeah.
All right. So as the afternoon grows later and into the evening, and Max has to reset his morph timer a couple of times, you guys see Bart and Chad hop off of a bus. They both have their backpacks on. Chad with his drone strapped to his.
Here we go.
Most of their injuries that they sustained in the back when Future Grant was around and Future Cameron healed him with the crystals, most of those are injuries are fully healed, no scars. But Chad does still kind of walk with a limp. They make their way through like the spatters of people on the boardwalk and the beach that are just out enjoying the day into the evening, and they join up with you guys in a more secluded area. And as they walk up, Chad looks at you, Zac, and he says, "Where have you guys been? You look tired as hell, Zac."
Yeah, man, I'm pretty tired. We're all pretty tired. We've been you know what? We've been doing some missions. Been away from town for a little bit. You don't need to really know all the details, but that's what's been going on. And Zac's gonna kind of look around and try to catch Cameron and Savannah and Grant's eye, and I
Grant,
don't know. Look for like last minute approval.
I think Grant will say, "You should sit down, guys."
Yeah. Do you guys want to kind of describe your area? Like, you are secluded, so you're away from people. But what is around you? You're at a beach.
I was.
So.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to hear what you were going to say.
Well, I was honestly kind of picturing us at the burger stand, but like maybe it's late enough. There's not really anybody there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, like one of those picnic tables where like it's getting
like,
dark and it's getting late. So like we're at one of like those picnic tables where you eat and it's got like, you know, the metal slats and stuff, but they're, you know, covered by that weird rubbery whatever.
Yeah.
And I just figured we were sitting in one of those.
Yeah, and there are people
with like an umbrella over it or whatever.
Yeah, there's people walking, but like if they get close, you guys shut up. If you know, you guys are good, is basically what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
we're set back far from as we can from the boardwalk itself.
Yeah,
yeah. I think Grant is just gonna say, "Sit down, guys. You should sit down."
Yeah, Zac's gonna try to scooch over a little bit and make room.
Yeah. Chad sits down, and as Bart's sitting down, he looks over at Max and like kind of side eyes everybody.
Max, why don't you go take a walk?
He looks around and he says,
I don't know if that's a great idea by himself.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Very well. Max stands up. And, yeah, Savannah, you join him and you guys start to take a walk.
Yeah, so Zac kind of looks. I guess Chad and Bart probably sat like kind of on the same side of the table. So I can try to face them both at the same time, and I'm just gonna go.
But like right before you start, Bart does go, "Hey, does that guy know? You said stuff about missions. Does he know?"
Don't worry about him right now.
Yeah.
He. This is another one of those situations where we'll tell you when we can, if we can, but you don't need to know more than that right now. For
the less you know, the better.
Safety.
Yeah, just like we've been talking about. The less you know, the better.
Chad sighs, but Bart says, "Fair enough."
God, this sucks.
I think Grant's gonna look at Zac and he's gonna be like, "Dude, should I? Do you?"
No, I got it. Listen, one of the missions we went on, Cameron and Reese were doing a perimeter check, and Reese got it in his head that he was going to jump into something he shouldn't have jumped into, and he's gone, guys.
As you say that, they like Bart looks around and notices that Reese is not here, and Chad just kind of looks at you in awe for a second. Yeah, Chad's not saying anything, and Bart starts to like shake his head, and he like puts his hands on the table and pushes himself up.
Hold up, man.
Yeah, you sit down, please. I know this sucks.
He takes a deep breath.
We've not even dealt with it properly ourselves. We're telling you to because you're kind of in the loop on stuff, but nobody else can know. This is just like everything else. Okay?
I was just with him.
Yeah, so are we, man. I get it. But it doesn't matter. He is gone.
Chad, he starts to talk and he's stumbling over his words and he says, "Dead, like he's dead, gone. He's
Yeah,
dead."
yes, yeah.
Uh,
And I'm gonna kind of be like, keep it down.
you two can give me an insight check. Cameron is kind of like, if your all's table is like far away from like the boardwalk, maybe it's like on like a deck. He's leaning against like the deck part in his seat, but just kind of lean back.
Yeah, that sounds right. I got a 16 on that insight.
16.
Yeah, mine was an 11.
All right. It's pretty easy to tell, even with that 11. I mean, that's above average. Just not the shit on an 11 because it is above average.
Right.
You kind of get that. You can tell Grant by like the crackling in his voice that Chad's scared. Zac, you can tell because the confidence that he's had this whole time about this war is finally showing like there's a waver in it. Bart's just looks like he's kind of fuming a little bit.
Is it a stunned silence or a you're telling me something I already knew silence?
With an 11,
You can't tell.
It
That's
seems
fair. That's fair.
It seems kind of yeah, you can't tell like that, but it just his voice cracks and his confidence.
I'm talking about Bart, not Chad. I'm talking about Bart.
Oh, he seems mad.
Okay.
It kind of do I get the impression that it's just Bart has been waiting for the other to shoot a drop with after everything that he's seen and heard, and this is kind of proof that this stuff is all way too fucked.
So previously, you guys know that Bart was, because of this the month off that we talked about. You guys know that Bart has not been against getting in the war. He just hasn't been as pushy as Chad has been.
Yeah.
This seems
he
like
saw a little bit more of what it actually is like.
Yeah, but instead of shying away, like it seems like the opposite now. So now Bart seems mad, and he even says, "Well, how are you guys gonna get him back? I want to help. I want to kill Yeerks." And then, like Cameron puts his finger up to his lips when Chad says that.
Chad said it?
I'm sorry, Bart said that.
Okay, I thought Bart said it.
I'm gonna look at Grant and Cameron really fast, but I'll look back. There's no way.
I don't mean get Reese back. I mean get them back for what they did to him.
So, here is what happens next. All right. You guys join the fight. You start helping more, closely on missions, and we bring you further into loop on everything. And you guys do what you can do, as, not to say that you guys don't have talents, but you do what you can do without doing, and then he kind of glances at the rest of them and say, without doing what we can do. And then a situation blows up, and something bad happens, and everything goes to shit, everything goes to chaos, and everyone has to scatter. And when you guys scatter, it's as a person. And then you get tackled to the ground by something that is much bigger and much less human than you. Then they hold you down and they drag you over to that cave that you've been to again, Bart, and they put a slug in your head, and they know everything about us and everything about you, and we're all dead. Without being able to do what we can do, there's no way.
Grant, I've heard that. There's gotta be a way that I can do something besides just sit on the sidelines the whole time. What are we even training for, Zac? We're helping you all. We're setting up surveillance at the cabin. I want in now. There's got to be something else I can do.
What do you have in mind? I don't have any ideas.
I don't know. Maybe if you guys would share a little bit of your information.
We barely have any information.
Well, and we have even less.
And that's by design.
Well, what gives you the right to fight that we don't? I get the ability, but what gives you the right?
What do you want me to tell you, man? You want to fight, but you don't have any weapons for it.
I don't know. I think if Reese were here, he would want us to
not.
fight. Yeah. Bart kind of looks off, out into the ocean and sighs, and
I think Grant is going to...
Before that, I'm going to say one last thing. Reese is not here because he wanted to fight when it was not appropriate to fight. Sorry for cutting you off.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Grant.
No, I'm good.
Bart, he kind of sighs at it, and he still looks mad, but I mean, he takes that in. Chad kind of he couldn't finish his sentences earlier, and he's just kind of blinking now, and he just looks at you all, and he says, so what now?
Now, what I need y'all to do is act like everything's normal. That's the only thing I can ask you guys to do. Don't walk around sad. Don't miss school. Just keep doing everything like normal.
Chad nods to you, but Bart still, he shifts his gaze a little bit.
And I can see that. Bart.
Side eyes you.
Come on, man. You got to hear this. Grant's trying to get him to look at him.
Give me a persuasion check.
All right.
I'll say because you can have advantage on it because Zac's previous comment.
Okay. It's a 19 with advantage then.
Okay. So, with that, he shifts his body and faces you.
I mean what I say about everything that you've heard before, and I know that it sucks. But let me tell you, the last thing we need, and I mean we as in all of us need, is you letting this fester in you and getting to you and thinking that you're going to go do something that's going to help with this, and then exposing everyone else. This is not an accusation before you get up in arms at me. If you are going to do something without consulting us, if it gets to be too much where you're going to do something and to hell with the rest of it, come to us and we'll figure something out. Because I don't want you guys closer to this than you already are because of the reasons we've listed. I would rather you be closer to it than go do something stupid. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He'll nod and he'll say, I'm not stupid.
I know you're not, man.
But
for what it's worth, go ahead. Sorry.
He'll look from Grant to Zac and like back to Grant, like, and he'll just say, I won't do anything, and I'll follow your orders, but this isn't the end.
No. When
if we come up, let me tell you this: if we come up with a way that you guys can help us in a way that's actually safe, or at least as safe as we're being, we'll talk again. Right now, there's nothing that is okay for you guys to do. Past the help that you've given us already.
He'll nod to that, and he'll say, Zac, Grant, I'll keep calm for now and trust what you say, Zac. That if you have a chance, you'll give me
it. Grant will kind of think for a minute, and he's going to say, just one thing. Something that Reese was kind of on about anyways, and that we had talked about and haven't been able to find any hide nor hair of. In your spare time at school or out of it, whatever, see if you can find Xander, because that's a loose thread we still need to chase.
Chad nods to you, and like his head nods like vigorously. For the audio listeners, yeah, Chad's head nods vigorously.
Yeah, Bart, Grant wanted to give them something actionable.
Bart gives you a single head nod. That's the difference. So with that, do you have anything else, Zac?
No. I'm gonna kind of like really casually, just as casually as I can, just check around the beach, look up and down a little bit, the boardwalk. How many people are still around?
Just as you're just looking around, you won't have to roll anything. I'll just tell you who you see. Nobody's hiding from you. They're within like down 100 feet that you can see each way. There may be 20 people spattered around. It's starting to clear out. It's a Monday night. People are probably heading home for the night.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just look around the table and go, we need to do some kind of cover activity. So it's not just like you came here, we had a heavy conversation, and you left.
I mean,
guys got anything you want to do?
We're sitting and talking at a beach, man. I think you're overthinking this.
Maybe.
Well, Bart looks over to Grant, sighs, and pulls out $20 and slides it across the table to you.
Grant's gonna kind of tap Cameron and do this because he knows that Cameron had something on him earlier.
Cameron looks at the money, looks back at Grant. This is all I got. Damn it. Pulls it out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We'll get you more.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to hit you back later.
He looks at Bart and he says, "Put this somewhere that I'll know where it's at," and he hands it to him.
Is the place closed?
You see, like, some of the little tiki bars, like last call.
Okay. Grant says, "Fuck it, guys. We're supposed to. We look like someone just. Well, they did.
That's my point, man.
Well, I know that. Let's.
Yeah.
All right. Come on." And Grant gets up. He's like, "We're just gonna go smoke around the corner.
Okay.
Nothing makes it looks more real than being real."
So Zac grabs his skateboard and fucking jumps on it and like kind of, ocean sprays it over there.
Did you have your skateboard?
We just got everything out of the cubbies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. Okay. I forgot about that part. I was like, what the fuck do we have? Oh, then I didn't. No, I still didn't bring weed to the fucking thing.
Yeah, you and Cameron. Shit, Cameron might not have had any. I'll say he carried it in his.
Put it in the locker.
He smoked a little bit of it and then kept it.
Yeah, he could have put it. He morphed on the way over here, so the whole time
he could have fucking had it.
He had it in his
Grant would not have put his weed in a locker at the beach. Cameron absolutely would have put weed in a locker at the beach.
You guys came from Oscar's morph suits, met up at the zoo. You guys only had flip flops in your morph suits.
All
it's
right.
a very Cameron move though to like throw his weed on the ground, morph, and then grab it as a bird and leave.
Savannah probably just didn't say anything. Maybe he passed his stealth check. Savannah didn't see it. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Anyway, whatever. DM says there's weed, so there's weed.
You find it. Savannah, you and Max start to take a walk down the boardwalk. He seems to like keep looking around every now and then. He'll spin all the way around 360.
For the podcast, Austin just spun around completely in his chair.
I don't think Savannah would say too much to him, but if it seems like he's looking at something intently in particular, she'll just say, do you have any questions about anything?
As you say that, and like you what prompts this question is you see him keep looking at people's cell phones. What are those devices that everyone has?
They're just cell phones. They're like, you can call people on them, like, I don't know, communicators. What do they have in space shit?
Transmitters, yes, communicators.
Sure, yeah.
How far does the signal travel?
I mean, across the world, it depends on like what you have. It's limited by like services and things, but theoretically you can call anywhere in the world that has signal. So most of it.
He sighs. His shoulders droop, which is a human emotion, but apparently it's an Andalite emotion too, because you can kind of see him let down at that a little bit. He says, "Do you have one of these things?"
That's not on me. Or wait, hang on. Let me do some quick. Yep, that would have been at the beach. I'll say yeah, and I'll just hand it over to him.
He looks at it. It is riddled with errors.
Like what? My spelling's pretty good.
Oh, your spelling seems correct. Yes, He starts looking through your notes.
Hey, how would he know?
Well, maybe there's a translator
going through text and notes.
Never mind. No, I mean, how does he know grammar?
Well, how does he know your
fine.
language?
Forget it. It's fine.
Translator chip in his head. It's flawless.
Flawless translation.
Dorks.
May I try something?
Yeah.
All right. Let's bring out a roll.
Uh-oh. Is it a technology roll?
Yeah. Technology roll.
Let's see what Aximili has for technology. It doesn't matter.
It does.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fucking good.
You see, if you're watching, what kind of phone do you have, Savannah?
What did he roll, Austin?
23.
What else did you roll? No, she... I mean, she'll have, like... She won't be, like, a huge stan of iPhones, Androids, whatever. She probably just has like an Android, but not a cheap one.
Easily, way more easily than he would have with an Apple iPhone. He brings up the screen and starts typing in letters on your keyboard, your phone's keyboard, and he looks at you and he says, "This would be much easier with more fingers." And in a matter of 10 seconds, you see your phone just pull up like a signal, like it's searching, and then he looks kind of dejected again. And he says, "Not strong enough."
What are you doing?
And when you say that, he looks back at your phone, and his eyes kind of go wide. Nothing, and he starts to type on your phone again, and you see just scrolls of like letters and numbers, not necessarily binary, but just rows.
It's the
rows.
Matrix code.
Yeah, and it eventually just goes back to what your default phone looked like, and he hands it to you. I was just playing a game. You can roll me an insight check.
Yeah.
He was just playing a game.
18.
With a crit 21. A dirty 21.
A crit 20, a dirty 21. Yeah. Motherfucker.
All right. I guess Savannah's too tired to argue this point or not, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
He definitely did something, but
it doesn't seem important.
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like he was playing a game.
Okay. She'll just take the phone back and just be like, "All right. Well, what else? What else do you want to see while we're here?"
Max. What?
Max? No, I said snacks.
Oh, snacks. Give me. Do you have any more of those pancakes? He kind of thinks for a second, and he says, "What do you and your group hope to accomplish?"
You want me to give you more information on what we're doing?
No. You don't need to tell me any of your plans. I just want to know your end goals. I've told you mine.
Yeah, to get home. But, we're left here with only what Elfangor told us. The only goals we're trying to do right now is to try and, I guess, defeat the Yeerks somehow, which seems impossible. And especially now, with less information than we had before, it feels like. I guess we're just trying to mess with the Yeerks. We don't have a plan.
I believe your chances of winning are, like you said, near impossible. And I'm sorry for that. I wish there was more I could do. But I can't.
Yeah.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
When my brother died, did he fight back? What can you tell me? What has he told you?
Yeah, he fought back right until the end of it. And he gave us information as much as he could right up until he died. And the last message that he left us with was courage.
Courage. He did have courage, didn't he?
Yep, he did.
He will not be remembered for the mistakes that he made. No matter how noble they were, he was a war prince. He was a hero. I believe that he will still be looked at that way, despite what he's done.
What did he do?
Max kind of looks away again at this, and he says, I cannot share my technology with you, but also because of our customs and laws, I cannot share the reason either. I don't know. And he just kind of looks away at that. Maybe if I could get a hold of my people, I can ask them to send help. I can maybe discuss with them what my brother told you and see what they say. But I would need something to boost a signal.
Sounds a little bit like you're asking for help with this.
I would not ask you for any more help. And he kind of looks away when he says that.
All right, so you're not one of the team. You don't want to be with us, even though we've kind of gone to some lengths for you. So now you don't want our help, but you're also stuck here and don't really have any resources or any options. So I'm probably not as smart as you, but it doesn't sound like you have a lot of avenues left to go down.
Give me a persuasion check.
Great.
Awesome.
6.
Could you give her advantage because she's using logic?
I was leaning on giving her disadvantage because of
6.
But it would just be a straight roll. But I'll have him. What could he roll to oppose this?
Andalites have a stubbornness skill.
I'll just do an insight.
Motherfucker.
When you
Beat her 6 with a 7.
So can you repeat that, the very end of that for me? Like, you don't have to do it verbatim. Just give me your gist of it.
Oh, it sounds like you don't have a lot of avenues left.
He'll say, I have a few plans and ideas. This is just the quickest. He kind of looks to you. But if your team does assist me, then I can give you some information on the Yeerks, maybe. Or the Hork-Bajir or the Taxon. Just not on the Andalites.
What? I'm not trying to pump you for information on the Andalites. I want to know what we're doing. I want to know more information and come up with a plan for what we're supposed to be doing. And I don't even know that we can go on missions with you because you told us to our faces that you don't want to be one of us and that you'd sell us out if it suited your needs.
I don't want to give you false expectations or I don't want to ruin your plans. If there's something that comes up that I need to do and you guys are depending on me, I don't want that to happen.
We're not going to depend on anyone. We already do our own thing. We just need to know more.
if I sit down with your group and I answer your questions with the rule, with the with the exception of questions about the Andalites, would that be enough to exchange in exchange for your help?
We should probably check in with the group.
Are you the prince?
Prince?
Or is it Zac? Or is it Cameron?
I don't think any of us are princes. I don't even know what that means. We're not royalty.
Princes. And he thinks for a second. Give me... Actually, just tell me high or low. We'll see if he slips up.
Hi.
A prince is not royalty. Let us rejoin the group.
All right.
The group is gone.
So as they get a little ways down, Savannah, you guys just walked a straight line, unless you had somewhere you were trying to lead him without him knowing. Is that what you wanted to do, or what did you want to do? Do you had anything special for this walk planned? Anywhere special you were going?
Oh, I was just wandering around with Aximili for a bit.
And as you guys turn back around, you see the other 5 boys turn down a corner of one of these shacks. Ah, there's the group there.
Just a word of warning. Don't do that in front of the 2 new guys that you're going to meet, Bart and Chad. Don't give them anything, even on us.
Oh. He smiles. You all like to keep information, too. Close to yourself, too.
Against keeping information. I'm not against keeping information when it's necessary. What I'm trying to do is figure out what your brother asked us to do and to try and get to the goals that he gave us.
He looks at you. What goals? Did he have anything specific in mind?
That is exactly it. Fight the Yeerks. That's all we have to go on right now.
He nods. Well, then fight the Yeerks we will. I'm at least in for that. And you guys turn around and walk back towards the group. Guys, as you get around the corner, start to roll up. Okay.
I'm not actually going around the corner.
Okay.
I'm going to do this thing that Zac does often because he doesn't really smoke heavy. He's just going to skateboard around the entrance to whatever alley they just go down to be kind of a lookout.
Okay. And the other 4 spark up, and Max and Savannah come around the corner and see them. Zac off a little bit at the other end of this alleyway looking thing, and kind of looking around.
Can we see them coming?
Yeah, you see them as they're coming around though.
How thick are the clouds of smoke surrounding you?
Well, they just
chimney back there. Just
well, Grant's got some good weed, so it starts to smoke a nice white smoke.
Grant's gonna kind of just put his head up and he's gonna say, "All right, fucking freak, come here."
What? Are you talking to me?
Absolutely over. Not. I like you.
Cameron walks over. So,
Cameron, you were already here. He's just
Are Max and Savannah past me right now?
I thought you were going on the other side. So they're coming back from the boardwalk side. It's up to you. You can be on either side if you.
I'm just picturing they went down an alley and I stopped at the mouth of that alley and found a rail to do tricks on.
And that's where they're Savannah and Max are coming now, and they are like right there at that beginning.
Grant just kind of shouted down the alley at him to do that.
I'm gonna look at Max and go, you don't have to go down if you don't want to.
Can I hear that?
Yeah.
No, I mean I said it in a normal voice.
I feel like that would be. And you can roll me a perception check. He's not really trying to keep it from you, but I don't think that would be something he would like let Grant know he was saying.
14?
14, pretty good. Unless you want to roll a stealth check, Zach, I think a 14 would be able to.
No, I would have heard that and heavy sigh and been like, you don't have to.
If I heard it, then Grant said, yes, you do. Come here.
I will see what this one wants. And he walks over to you, stumbles a little bit, but catches himself on the wall, and he gets over there.
Grant's just going to say, this is Max. He sucks shit. Maybe you can get the stick out of his ass with this. And then he is going to pass it to Max.
I have no ass. Max grabs it and looks at it.
All right. So, and Grant takes it back and shows him, and then says, "Do that."
You humans are. Nope.
Grant punches him in the face.
He says, "You and he stops.
Okay.
You people
are insane. Can I roll a perception to see if I heard the you?
Sure.
Thanks. Fucking shit. The 9.
9. I mean, still.
What?
You heard Grant almost hit him or something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna holler for Chad and Bart to come out here.
Now, when he said you didn't hear, right? He didn't hear that.
He doesn't get like the full gist of it. You just see like a commotion, like happening.
Well, then when he says that, Grant's just gonna say, "We didn't humiliate you at all. You were just being a dick about it."
Give me a deception check just to see how good.
Yeah.
With advantage, because that's a nice play.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
All right. Deception. I already have advantage on deception, but I do appreciate it.
Double advantage.
+1 then to it.
Okay, then it's a 21 dirty.
They do not even.
Don't even clock it?
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
And he like glares at him when he does it too. Like, hey, keep your fucking mouth shut.
You
so I'm gonna holler for Chad and Bart to come out and join me.
Bart will like look to Grant and he says, "I'm not really in the mood." And he starts to walk out.
Not in the mood for this? Like,
he nods.
And then Grant's gonna be like, "Yeah, man, do what you want. This wasn't to force. It was to just act casual. You go do you." And then as he's going, Grant's gonna be like, "Hey," and he's gonna make eye contact with him again. And he's gonna be like, "This is all fucked. Reach out if you need me. Seriously."
Bart nods and keeps going towards Zac, and Chad kind of like looks back and forth, but he'll end up following too. And Max will look at you and say, "You light this stuff on fire and then inhale the gases into your body."
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
Yeah, well, it was fun. These days, honestly, it just makes me a little bit more anxious about, the threats to my fucking life. Now do what I did in case someone sees what we're doing to keep up appearances and shut up.
Yeah, Cameron says. And he'll just put it to his lips. And we'll come back to this as Savannah, are you just kind of standing there watching this happen as as Bart and Chad walk past you?
No, did Savannah go down the alley with Max?
Savannah, so they turned the corner with Max, and I'm picturing that Savannah kind of went a few feet into the alleyway to be like within kind of earshot of both sides, but is just hanging out like distance back. Like she doesn't want to be seen with these kids smoking weed.
Right.
Poor Savannah. Hey, you fucking freak. Me? No, not you.
The other one.
I thought we were past this.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
like, what the
Yeah, all right. Zach is really just whenever Brad and Chad show up.
You got to stop shipping them, man. Like, it's not going to happen.
I don't stop shipping them ever. Super shipping them.
Total sidebar. That was the only way. Like, this is how I remember them when I write notes now. I do Brad and Chad, then I correct.
That's very funny.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Maybe Savannah can film a TikTok. I don't fucking know. I'm just killing time, keeping them away from down there.
If you ask Savannah to film a TikTok, she will distressingly to you jump at this opportunity like far too enthusiastically.
Okay, that's definitely. I mean, I was thinking about that anyway, but so if I see that you're just standing there awkwardly and be like, "Hey, you want to do a TikTok? Come here."
Yeah. And she'll like reach for your phone.
Yeah, I've already got it open. It's on the thing, and I'm at the 10-minute mark because he's got enough followers to be eligible for that shit now. So we're gonna do a 10-minute, probably not video, and it'll be
it's a dissertation
falling off the. Yeah, the humble skateboard has its beginning in ancient Mesopotamia.
That's actually a pretty funny TikTok.
Yeah, that is.
Chad I don't know what Brad and Chad are doing. They're just there. Bart, fuck, I'll stop saying Brad. I'm sorry. Bart and Chad.
I don't believe you, but that's fine.
I stop it right now. I'm sure it'll happen again. Yeah.
Got it.
Now it'll be Bart and Chart.
Come here, Chart. Nope. Don't call me that. Yeah, whatever. We fall off boards and it's funny, and we use cool hip sound that all the kids like on the Tic Tac.
Bart will not participate as much. Chad will, but he's still like glum, but he's putting on like a show for the TikTok.
Yeah, this is a fucking horror show, isn't it?
Yep.
We're just over here like we're just over here like
it's gonna be in drafts, but that's okay.
Yeah, so you guys film some TikToks and
whatever. Yeah,
we
killing time, keeping them away from that conversation. And I am trusting Cameron to keep them from killing each other. That's what I'm doing, basically.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping that'll happen.
I love Cameron just jumping behind Grant being a dick. That's so good.
Yeah, I heard that, and I'm like, well, maybe I made a mistake here.
A few minutes go by as you guys are doing these TikToks, and it starts to kick in. And Savannah, you will watch as the former Fighty Boys and
2/3
of the former Fighty Boys, maybe a new Fighty Boy. I don't know. Last time I think I dubbed Zac a Fighty Boy at one point, but
yeah,
we're all deep down. We're all Fighty Boys, aren't we?
Yeah. But yeah, he starts to wobble and he says, "What is this feeling? Healing."
Well, I kind of poisoned you a little bit.
This is betrayal.
No, stupid. It's just changing your. It's just changing your brain chemistry a little bit and making you a little bit elated. That's all it does. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah, maybe it'll humble you.
Is that Cameron?
Yeah.
Grant's going to be like, that'd be fucking nice, wouldn't it?
Zach's going to be like, hey, dial it back, man.
Fuck you.
Not you. I know you don't have a knob.
You don't have a dial.
It got broke.
Yeah, it's stuck at 14. I get it.
This, I do not. It is already hard to stand. And hard.
Nice.
Grant is going to like take his hand and do this with his hand and like go woo woo and like push it back and forth in Aximili's face, and he's trying to get him to fall.
What tricks are you playing? I'll give him a dexterity save against your
bullshittery.
Yeah,
what is it? Performance? Sleight of hand?
Performance.
Sleight of hand? Performance?
Yeah, I'm trying to argue for the sleight of hand.
Yeah,
performance definitely sounds more akin to what's happening here.
Do you not have a bullying check as a criminal?
That's intimidation.
Intimidation would be better, but I think it's probably performance.
Yeah. We'll go performance versus insight. Or no, dexterity. Oh, and we are using his human morph stats.
Oh, nice. I got a 13 on performance. He got a 15.
So he does stumble back, but just against one of the walls, and he doesn't fall over.
Grant's just gonna look at Cameron and be like, "Ah, shit! I thought I was gonna get him with that."
You stop this trickery.
You're. Not only are you a dick, you're so fucking weird.
I find you weird. Ha, Grant, he finds you weird. Savannah, he finds Grant weird.
Grant's just gonna turn to Cameron and be like, "Cameron, what the fuck are you doing, man?"
What? Taking it on.
Once Cameron draws Savannah into this fight, I think she's gonna be like, "Just stop bullying him, would you?"
Grant kind of does. He's got like a dumb grin on his face now, especially since like Cameron's loosening up a little bit, and that's nice. Grant's just gonna go. He's gonna kind of look off into the distance a little bit here, and he's gonna go, No. I think I'm good. Thanks, though.
Let me see something here.
Savannah's just like, God fucking damn it.
As Savannah says that, Cameron looks over at Savannah and like his smile like starts to slowly go away, and he'll say, "Hey Grant, I think she's serious. You should stop, man. I guess."
Grant's gonna look up. Can I do an insight check on Cameron?
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out?
I want to see if he's scared of Savannah.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Yeah. So that's high enough. He's not gonna roll anything. He's not trying to hide anything. What you see is, he respects Savannah. So like she said, quit bullying, and it's not that he's necessarily scared she's gonna kick his ass. She just knows that when she's serious, and Cameron, when people are serious, he takes them serious.
All right. Well, seeing that from Cameron, you know, him like his smile fading, and after that moment of the like goofy thing, and doing that and realizing that's where it's coming from, Grant's gonna also think about the fact that like he also respects Savannah, and he's gonna go, all right, yeah, I guess that's enough. You good enough on your feet there to get back, Max? How long you got, by the way?
Hi. This is strange.
Grant's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and snap in his face, and gonna be like, "All right, dude, come on. How long and more?"
I cannot remember.
Oh, god damn it. Grant's gonna kind of put his arm around his shoulder, and he's gonna be like, "We're gonna go find somewhere away from these people." And can I gonna go lead him to a bathroom or something?
Yeah, you can kind of take him out past everybody to the.
Yeah, Grant's just gonna be like, dude needs some air. He's gonna look over at Savannah and Zac, and he's gonna be like, "It's fine, I promise." And he's gonna go and make sure that they get in a bathroom or something. And he's gonna, is that fine? Do I get there no issues? Or
as you're walking away,
okay.
Cameron kind of like walks up behind Savannah as they're watching you, and he says, "Hey, do you think Grant's gonna beat him up?"
Zac's gonna look over.
But maybe we should follow them just in case.
If Zac was in a position to hear that, he's gonna look over and go, "No." He's past the threshold of. This happens sometimes, and he'll come around. I think maybe at least he's no longer violent.
Zac, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen once Aximili starts to demorph from this in the state that he's in. I'm kind of worried about both of them at this point.
That's fair.
You want me to go with you?
Would you mind taking Chad and Bart home?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, man.
Walk them to the bus stop.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chad,
get him out of here.
And he says, "I actually have a little bit more to talk to you all about." Yeah. Well, we've been doing some recon.
Okay.
Look, within the boundaries.
All right, never mind. Cameron, why don't you go with them? And Zac, you want to stay here finding shit out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you... And Chad says, we can wait for them to get back.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll go see what's going on with these fellas.
I didn't want to fucking be there for that anyways. Thanks, guys.
Sorry. Sorry.
He sprung it on us. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he sprung it on you, and then Savannah said, no, fuck him.
Well,
all right,
I'm trying to get these two chuckleheads out of here so we can.
Yeah, honestly,
move
that's
along.
the point. Get them away, get the information, and get them the fuck out of here. Savannah doesn't want to be here.
So Cameron takes 2 steps as he's like going to follow Max and Grant, and then he looks back and he says, "Wait, do you think Grant could beat up Max?" Yeah, all right, and he runs off. So I mean, let's do the bathroom first.
Sure.
As you get to the bathroom, as he stumbles in, ooh, that smell. What is this? It smells weird.
Yeah, that would be our waste containment system.
Ah, I understand.
Yeah. Go ahead and get in that stall, turn into Big Blue and Ugly, and then back into this.
As he like walks into the stall, he says, "You know, some people would find your race ugly.
Yeah, that's great.
Or your species ugly." Starts demorphing. You hear it. Cameron, he slides in, and he says, "Great, don't. Did you already do it?"
Dude, shut the fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Be quiet.
Oh, all right. Where's Max? And a tail blade comes out of one of the stalls. Oh,
Put that down.
drops down.
God.
Clop, 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 clop.
I don't know why I'm doing him any favors, Cameron, but I'm just trying to make sure he didn't get too high and then become a nothlit.
Yeah, good idea. I thought you were gonna try to kick his ass.
Ugh, don't tempt me.
What is this ass you keep speaking of?
It was your rear end.
Do you mean the fat deposits in the middle of the body?
On the back end, yes. That's exactly what I mean.
Yes. The two, yes.
Yeah. Try to just like go along with things if we're gonna say them and you're out and about, because you coming up to the 2 people that we're trying not to give all the information to and then saying you didn't have an ass was ultra fucking weird.
Well, maybe it's weird to throw someone into a situation where they don't know all the words. And Cameron says, "Yeah."
Grant's gonna look at Cameron seriously, point at him and say, "Stop it."
Huh.
And he's gonna turn back and be like, "Dude, I can't even fucking deal with. We had to do something and had to tell them something about a fucking fallen friend without giving away some shit. You won't tell us anything, but we had to have you along because I don't fucking trust you as far as I can throw you, and you're very big and I can't throw you very far. So tighten the fuck up, get off my dick, and just morph back into a human."
As you say that, the door opens and he's human. It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Cameron says, "All right." Point Grant.
And Grant's just gonna like sigh and he's gonna say, "I don't really give a shit about situations we've thrown you in. We saved your life and you've been nothing but ungrateful. Let's go." And then he's just gonna turn around and start walking away, expecting them to follow.
It's hesitant, and after you get outside, you eventually see like him come out, and Cameron's kind of pushing him, but he's walking, and yeah, and you guys go back to rejoin the group.
Yep.
All right. Back to the group. What time is it? All right, back to the group. let's go to my notes. So as you guys are gathered around, kind of chatting Bart, and they're about to tell you their stuff that they have done.
Barty Chad, Chatty Bart, Chart and Bart.
Chartin. That's my last name.
Barton, sure.
That's what people say my last name is sometimes. Chartin.
Charty Bart, Austin Charty Bart.
That's not even close.
So as you guys are kind of gathered around, and Chad will say, since we didn't have any training this weekend and we didn't have anything else to do, we kind of got bored and tried to do some recon. And since we're all being honest with each other now, you guys have included us in the Reese stuff. We should let you know that we've actually been doing some recon for a few weeks. And
Dude, what the fuck?
yeah, we've been staying safe, staying out of, well, hopefully out of their eyesight, but
There isn't a safe. There's no safe. Whatever. What did you learn?
well, we think we know where there's some Yeerk activity and where you can find something that they might be building.
Okay.
I've been spying on some of the people that are known controllers, and one of the ones is one of the ones that Reese and I saw was talking with Chapman on the night at the Yeerk pool as a contractor. His name is Alvin Watts of Watts Construction, and he's doing something off the books. I've tried to follow him with my drone, but I can only get it to go so far. I lose them after a couple miles. But he's been meeting with Chapman.
Where?
They meet at different places. Sometimes it'll be in parking lots in their cars. Sometimes it'll just be on a random walking, like shopping trip. They'll meet in a store and talk. Different places. And I haven't been to the place yet, but I have a pretty good idea where we can find the location of what they're building. I know where his office is.
All right. Where is it?
It's a few blocks away from Ricky's Bonsai. You know, near that auto shop?
I think so, yeah.
Dings and Dents. D&D
Ding.
Auto Shop.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one.
That's so fucking good.
Did you have that chambered and ready to go?
No, that's what it's called.
Like, that's a thing you already discovered, like, already discussed?
We all have.
Fuck, I don't remember it then. I'm just an idiot.
Just so good.
He meets up with Chapman a lot at those different spots, and yeah, and that's kind of the gist of what I've discovered. I just know that he's doing some kind of contract for Chapman, but it's not on his books. But I think you could probably find the location in his office.
All right.
And following
Alvin
them,
Watts.
they're meeting up at different places.
I've followed Chapman a lot with the drone, and yeah, I stay away. Only the drone goes near him.
Have they spotted your drone?
Not that I can tell.
Okay. Anything else?
Speaking of Chapman, I guess this is another little thing I should let you know. You know, his daughter goes to our school.
Yeah.
And he lives right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he kind of leans in and whispers to you. They have pets. And he smiles. Pets.
I got it, man.
Are you going to tell us what kind?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a cat.
A cat and a bird.
I didn't know they had a bird. What kind of bird they got?
A pigeon.
Yeah? What's the pigeon's name?
Well, the cat's name's Fluffer McKitty.
God damn it.
The pigeon's name
I knew
is
that one.
Flutter McPigeon.
I'm logging off. I quit.
Oh,
I quit the
boy.
game. Quit the game. I quit the game. Goodbye.
Do you know that, Alex?
Do I know what?
Flutter McPigeon?
Do I know Flutter McPigeon? No.
Everybody go listen to Animorphs Anonymous episode 2, where it is Flutter McPigeon is mentioned. I'm pretty sure it's episode 2 because that's the
makes sense.
That's the cat. Yeah, it's a book.
Austin, we recorded that in January of December of 2016. There's no way I would remember that.
That's Austin, did you just jack Alex's own shit and she didn't realize it?
I did.
I'm back in the game. I unquit.
It's hers or Casey's, one of them.
Flutter McPigeon is the first T-shirt we were gonna make.
I'm over here like, oh, Austin's gonna do a sweet thing here and like name him Gax or something, and then you're like, Flutter McPigeon.
It's still a sweet thing. It's from Alex.
I have had
amazing.
Had that in the canon since episode 1.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
That's so cool.
I think you are going to get an overwhelmingly positive reaction to that. And downloads are going to spike forever.
Go check out Animorphs Anonymous episode 2. Just that one, though. Just
episode 2.
Only that one.
Do not go past that one.
But repeat it over and over.
Yeah. Yeah, we still need those stats.
Get them in there.
For our free podcast that we don't monetize on. We still need those downloads.
Yeah, next time.
You know what? Daddy Scholastic coming after you.
I do. I want him to acknowledge me. I don't care.
We can make that happen. No, I can get a seat this year so fast you don't even know.
Yeah, give me
some animals, huh?
Celebrity.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna turn my fan up because it's about to get hot.
Oh baby.
About this time. Oh baby. About this time, Grant, Cam, and Max walk back up right at the end of this conversation. Sorry, Grant, they didn't want you in it.
Yeah, apparently not.
It's not the case.
Okay.
That's not true.
Murder was the case.
Hey guys, what's happening here?
We've got some intel. Chad and Bart have helped us out with some recon.
Oh, you guys looked some stuff. What'd you find out? Tell me all of it. I want to hear it from your mouths for the things that you've done, because this involves me.
Yeah, I think I should know too.
Would you like to hear it from my mouth or from Chad's?
No, I mean, we're all here, and he has some information that he brought, so maybe he should tell the whole group that now that we're all back standing around here and that he's got something important to say about what we're doing. Chad, go ahead.
Something to see.
Seems like a waste of time. He already told us.
Yeah, no problem. What do you...
What'd you find out? What were you doing? Why did you find anything out? I thought you guys were just laying low.
So look, there was nothing to do on the weekend. We didn't have any training or anything to do. So we started to do some recon. And since we're all being honest now, and you said the stuff about Reese, I'm just letting everybody know we've actually been doing some recon for a couple of weeks now.
Oh, yeah. Man, that sounds like a good way to die.
Yeah, I've been being a little bit safe about it.
Well,
only my drone.
I don't think that I really don't think there's any version of this where anything is really safe, my dude.
Yeah.
Like, especially I'm gesturing at Grant. Like...
and Grant's gonna be like, I mean, let's hear what you found out. But honestly, man, without being able to morph and stuff, I don't. What were you using your drone?
Yeah, nothing safe in war.
Yeah.
Says.
Is your okay, buddy. He's gonna be like, no, but like the cat's out of the bag. Is there any way they could follow that drone back to you? Like, what if someone got it? Could they do something to figure out that it's yours?
He kind of laughs and he says, I don't think they can. They definitely can, says Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does know, Bart says.
God,
no, that's a logical assumption. You're dealing with alien technology. He's just making the logical leap to the conclusion here that we've all come to, which is that you are not being safe.
No, I mean, he knows about the aliens.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Were you just
Man.
willingly going to openly talk about it in front of a stranger then if you didn't think that already?
Me?
Because I'm sorry, now you're making me more concerned if you're just willy-nilly saying stuff about aliens in front of people you don't even know.
Oh, hold on.
You're talking to Bart, Savannah?
Yeah.
All right, give me an intimidation check.
With advantage.
Great. 4.
As you kind of say that to him, he says, "No, I wasn't talking about it. Don't try to flip this on me."
Yeah, I think Grant's gonna go, whoa, hold on. I that was really on me. I was the one who came around the corner and told them to start telling us what they had found out. You know, I forgot. That's my bad. Yes, Max knows some things. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm sorry. And then he's gonna look back at Chad and he's gonna go, I feel like we've chastised you guys enough. Please continue.
So just, I'm not gonna redo it all. I know that was gonna be a funny bit.
Yeah, but you did enough.
Yeah, he gives you the rundown.
Grant says something witty and biting.
There's he knows where he thinks the location of something being built for the Yeerks is, and he knows where that information is, not exactly where the site is. And he also has told you that Chapman has a daughter that goes to your school, which you already knew, lives next door to Zac, which you already knew, and has a cat and a pigeon named Fluffer McKitty and Flutter McPigeon.
And Zac knew that they had a cat, because cat go outside sometime.
Sometimes, yeah. Nice. Slick move.
Yeah.
Cat
Grant
didn't know about Flutter McPigeon at all.
Yeah. Grant's going to say, well, if we, you know what? He's just gonna look at the other two and he's gonna be like, guys, I appreciate it. Please sit on it a little bit, you know, for the doing stuff out of order like that. Just, this is also, we all don't die. But thank you for telling us what, you know. And Grant's just gonna say, so right now I need to go the fuck to sleep, but we should plan on this soon.
Yeah, I'll start reviewing some of the stuff that I've got, you know, in the past couple days at the house.
Yeah, I mean, think about. We should also think about, like, you know, different ways we can get in with the tools we already have. And Grant's going to make meaningful eye contact with everyone because he does not want to say another thing that he has that could help them get into the situation with Bart and Chad there. But the others know.
I'm gonna give me a persuasion check with your like eyes. I want to see if Cameron sees something.
That's fair. 22.
And Cameron doesn't notice.
Wait, he had to beat my persuasion, or I had to beat his insight?
Yeah, you really don't make a roll when the insight's fine. I was just seeing how well he was doing it, but I did like a versus, which is not right.
Gotcha. Right. Well, at least with a 22, I would hope that Savannah and Zac understand that I'm saying I have a Chapman morph.
Yeah, Grant's eyes just recited a Robert Frost poem. We all understood it.
Cameron does not pick up on that. What he does pick up on is that you don't want that you don't want Chad and Bart around. So he says, "Hey, you two, bus time," and he grabs him by the shoulder.
Let's go, kids! Bus time! I love it.
Grant's just gonna shake his head a little bit, and he's gonna be like, "Night, guys. Keep in touch. Let me know if you need to talk or anything, because we can't talk about some stuff, but this shit sucks. We got to be here for each other."
And as like Bart will nod to you, and same way, one nod from Bart, vigorous nod from Chad, and as Cameron kind of grabs him and starts pushing him, Chad just kind of like, stumbles forward as Cameron pushes him. Bart shrugs like away aggressively and kind of like looks at Cameron, and Cameron goes, "Oh, my bad," and they keep walking, and Cameron takes him to the bus stop. You guys can do what you want now. Anything you guys want to discuss while you're there?
gonna wait for Cameron to get back. Whenever he does, I'm just gonna look at Savannah, Grant, and Cameron and go, let's lay low for a couple. What day is it?
Tuesday. Or Monday going into Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Going to school isn't gonna fuck up our exhaustion point recovery, is it?
Nope. As long as you don't participate in like your gym class or something.
Nah.
I'll definitely fucking not do that.
That shit. So I'm gonna just be like, let's lay low for a couple days. I need to rest still. And talk about this in a couple days. Sound good?
Yeah. Grant's gonna say, yeah, I think the only thing I'm gonna do, as far as the next few days, is I'm gonna talk to Ricky and see if he has any extra information on the gang situation. In the meantime, and he looks over at Savannah, he says, you seem like you were less tired out than the rest of us. Do you think you could watch that meetup they're trying to do tomorrow on your own?
We can figure out where it is, sure.
Okay. I mean, don't think you should kill yourself over it, and definitely don't do anything to fucking get exposed or anything like that, but I'm preaching to the choir here. I just think it'd be a good idea to keep on top of that so he doesn't, I don't know, shoot me again.
Yeah, we don't need him interfering with important shit. If we can keep a lid on that activity, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do here, man.
No. I know. I agree.
Yeah.
And Zach's going to look at Max and very pointedly say, where are you going to stay?
I would prefer an open area outdoors, but
probably not an option, man. There's not really like a safe way to do that.
Savannah has offered her scoop to me.
I mean, yeah, that works.
Her scoop.
Scoop.
You're gonna take a ladle with you, and that's gonna help.
Good call. Yeah, what the fuck is a scoop?
Scoop is where we make our home. Kind of like a shelter.
Look, that's Savannah's call, but I don't think that's. I think was that not a temporary deal? If you're not part of our team.
Yes.
You're welcome to stay for as long as you want. I owe your brother that at least. But that's it.
I'm very grateful
and
you would honor my brother's memory.
We need you to stay put, too.
Put to, ooh.
We also need you to stay in the same place. While you're inside, it's okay, I guess, if you're in your normal form. But if she's got to leave, you can't leave. You can't go anywhere. Okay? It's just not safe having you out. You don't know the customs. You know what I mean?
Just put him at Oscar's. What are we doing? He wants an open space that people can't find.
We'd have to get him out there.
You can fly out there tomorrow.
All right. You want to take him? I'll go with you. Yeah. We can. I can't go.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you morph, you're fucked.
Okay, never mind. If you can take him out there, that'd be all right.
I'll take him out there tomorrow.
Maybe, Savannah, you can get him some morphs. Maybe a bird.
Yep.
Yeah. Be helpful.
Should also get something powerful enough so he can bring a cell phone with him. Keep in touch at least.
Sure, I have some old cell phones laying around or something. I'll look through my stuff, but are you implying that I'm going to be taking him to the zoo on the way?
Get him a crow. Can get something else while he's at... Wait, will that work?
What?
A crow. I'm asking Savannah if a crow can fly that far. Okay, then yeah, just grab one of our friends and, let him poke it through the door so that he doesn't scare them.
I'm not worried about that. I'll figure that one out.
Okay.
So, times the outies, haven't we set up communication stuff out. Isn't there like some cell phones, like a stash of whatever?
That's not a bad call.
Yeah.
That's not a bad.
I think that was discussed that at least.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've set up like food, water.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of shit out there.
Supplies. Did we set up burner cell phones?
There was a security setup, and I feel like somebody, I don't know if it was Reese or if it was Zac that mentioned the cell phones, but I think somebody did say something.
I'd feel safe assuming Chad or Bart would have probably suggested it.
I'm just saying,
Chad might have said it's a shame we don't have cell phones, and Bart would have been like, I know where we can get burners, because he's into gang shit.
Well, I'm just saying, I have like 6 dead cell phones sitting behind me right now from the past, so like it didn't seem far-fetched to me to be like, oh, I probably have burnt out cell phones from at home.
Right.
I just didn't. I wanted to make sure that like we didn't have to fucking fly out there the next time we need to talk to Axe and Millie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's probably some cool shit out there he can just use.
There's a landline from the 90s and a fax machine.
That's what we need. Something he can make some cardboard tubes and make like a satellite he puts on a mountain.
Yeah, I think
he can spell.
I think Grant's gonna be like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good call. Get him out there, let him, rest and think about what he's doing, I guess. And I'm gonna, like I said, talk to Ricky. But other than that, just a few days, take some time to recover.
Wait. What about school?
I mean, I'm gonna go to school. I'm just
gotta go to school.
You idiot! And Cameron looks at you, Grant, and laughs.
What are you talking about?
All of us.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with
What?
him?
We're gonna let him go be in the woods for a little bit. I don't give a shit about him being in school.
We're going early. Or am I going with you, Savannah?
If you
Cameron.
want, I'm going after school.
Dude, I'm freaking out.
So I'm gonna like grab him by the shoulder and be like, it's okay, man. We got it figured out. You don't got to worry about it.
I think Grant's gonna take him by the shoulder, and you're gonna go back into that alley and like double check to make sure no one else is around. And Grant's gonna be like, keep a lookout. And Grant's gonna take him to the alley, and he's gonna go, all right, man. Are you exhausted? Are you fucking tired of shit? Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Turn into Possum real quick, and then back to Cameron.
I want to lose my high.
Yeah, it's the point.
Yeah, no.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
Grant's gonna look at him and he's gonna go,
dude,
you're going slap silly.
I like
Do it. I'm gonna try to persuade. I'm not trying to intimidate or deceive. I would love to because I'm better at those. But
don't intimidate our soft boy.
That's why I'm not doing it. I want to because I'm better at it, but no. Yeah, shit.
Oh,
that's a 5.
Dude, no.
Grant's gonna like with his hand on his shoulder. He's just gonna like kind of point in his face, and he's gonna be like, "Then fucking keep it together."
All right, got it.
Deep breath. Grant, he's gonna say, Cameron. And he's gonna say,
I don't.
Eyes here.
I see her too. And he looks over at Savannah. I see her too.
Hey, fucking stop it. And he's gonna be like, "Are you good? You're gonna be good. You're gonna be cool."
Dude,
did I hear any of this? Is this audible?
This
nonsense.
They're just talking back and forth. Yeah, you can.
I would like to traipse down, and I'm gonna try to persuade him to morph out.
All right, the DC's gonna be higher now because he's already in.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
getting
advantage.
fucking.
I can't believe I rolled a 9 and a 7. Oh my god!
I think I got a. I don't know if I said I got a 5, but I got a 5.
What do you say to him, Zac?
Kind of like grinning because I don't know. I don't think it's that serious. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, it'll be a lot easier for you to understand what we're talking about if you're not super fucking zooted." Okay,
They'd be
maybe
a lot more boring too.
Hey, do you have more weed?
Nope, gave it all to Grant.
He did give it all to you. I say, turning to Grant. He's got a point, man. Look,
yeah,
we're gonna leave Max in the apartment tomorrow. He's gonna stay put. Everybody's gonna go to school. After school, Van's gonna take him out to maybe the roof, get a crow, Yeah. She'll probably go on the roof and get a crow and bring it in. Either way, then they're going to go to the cabin. They're going to go. They got it. It's all handled, man. Don't worry about it. You just go to football practice tomorrow and have a good day.
We already put the van at the cabin because I'm also still alive. But we already put the van at the cabin. The van's already there. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my good friend, Savannah. My good friend, Savannah, who I call Van regularly.
Oh, I didn't know she was a car. Savannah, are you a car?
Yep. She is. Yep, she's a transformer, man. This whole time. She's been an Autobot.
Yeah, she's definitely a transformer. She transformed into a moose. She transformed into a future.
Hey.
Oh. All right.
Cool. High five. Pa!
Break.
Can we go the fuck home now? I'm real tired.
Yeah. Grant.
What's up?
As you're walking up to your house after everybody's spread out and went home, Ricky's car's parked outside.
Oh.
Yeah. And as you enter the house, you see Ricky and your mom talking in the kitchen, as they're wont to do their regular spot.
Sure. Grant's gonna walk in and he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's up, Ricky? I didn't know you were coming over tonight. I'm sorry I wasn't here."
Oh, no problem. Hey, Grant. I was hoping you actually stopped by here before I left. Listen, some stuff came up and I have to go meet with an old friend. Nothing to be worried about. Some things were stolen from the bakery, and I don't exactly like to have everything insured. You know what I mean?
Wait, what got stolen?
Nothing important. Just some stuff out of my office, but out of my safe, and some stuff's kind of getting complicated. So I have to go meet a guy about a thing. You get me? And he kind of winks at you.
Okay, Ricky, yes, I get you. I get you a little too well. I'm not going to not worry. The last time you said this kind of thing to me, it ended up with some shit I didn't know about, and then Mom making me promise to go to school more and not be out doing stuff because someone shot at me. What's happening, Ricky?
You always had a flair for the dramatic, Grant. Listen,
that's not drama that actually happened. Yeah, I want to try to persuade.
I'm talking about this. Yeah, you can give me a persuasion check.
17?
And as he's saying this, he's saying there's not anything to worry about. And he'll say, look, a gift a friend gave me got stolen, and I need to go tell him about it. It was, it was important to him, to me. You can give me an insight check.
Okay. 19?
All right, and this is with the advantage.
Wait, I thought he got advantage on insight. Does he also get it on deception?
Well, who knows?
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
I mean, he seems on the level, and he says, it's a friend of mine from a long, long time ago.
Austin rolled a nat 20, by the way.
He lives in Egypt now, It's crazy that he lives there, but by the pyramids and everything, and I'm just going there to meet with him. It's fine.
All right, Ricky. It doesn't sound fine because your old friends are concerning.
Not all of them.
Well, you have to know when you say old friends, it sounds concerning, right? Grant's gonna look at his mom and be like, "Mom."
I agree. When he told me old friend, I thought it was that guy he did the job with the car, the diamonds. He told you about that one?
Yeah, he's told me a few ones like that.
Yeah.
Just doesn't. Oh, Christ. All right.
Look, Grant, man, I just want to come out here and let you know so you can keep your eyes out and open.
Okay. What am I keeping them open for?
I don't know. I just haven't seen that Charles kid in a while, and
I was actually going to ask you about that too.
Well,
what? On the off chance, why would I say that? I wouldn't say that. All right.
Look, I just don't want him to pop up because I'm gone. I think his gang kicked him out of it.
Oh, I've been keeping a fucking eye out, and you know what? Grant trusts Ricky enough for this kind of thing. He's gonna say this. I've been keeping an ear out, and apparently he's coming back into town tomorrow. So I was gonna see if you had heard anything about keeping shit on the level with him. So I'll be honest, it's a little him coming back into town and you going out of it. It's a little concerning.
I mean, I can make a few calls, Grant, if you're feeling, if you feel like you need me to. Do you still have the gun?
Let's discuss that, Austin.
You have it. You can decide.
Okay. Okay. I think I left it at Oscar's. Because I didn't want to carry it around with me, and that was the last place that it existed.
Okay.
That's good. Max is going to have a good time with that.
It is definitely put somewhere that is not completely accessible.
We gotta. That's a good idea. Tomorrow or sometime, we gotta talk about some items.
Okay, cool.
We'll get into that later, and where you put them.
Grant's gonna say, I just, and then it's going to occur to him that there's a bunch of stuff happening in town, and he doesn't know how widespread it is, but he knows that a lot of the important stuff is happening here, and he's going to say, how long are you going to be gone, Ricky?
Just a couple of days.
Like days. 2?
3, maybe.
I
with travel time included, I don't know how long it takes to get to Egypt, so...
was gonna say...
Assume he has 3 days plus travel.
3 days plus travel?
Yeah.
So you're thinking you're like close to a week.
5 or 6 days.
Yeah, we'll say
probably to get to Egypt.
We'll say 6 days.
All right, Austin.
The rest of this week.
This is where I'm going to do a thing I know is very hard for us to do and probably won't work. I want to kind of drill him with my eyes and see if I can pick up on his willingness to leave the country for 6 days, and whether or not I think that is clearing him to be not yeerked. You have told us before that if we ever try to do insight on someone to actually being a person, it's with disadvantage.
Yeah, but I think that's...
Is there anything I can pick? Okay, that's why I'm asking if there's anything I can pick up on here. It just seems like a good moment to ask for it. If it's too much of a stretch, we won't do it. You also get to set the DC on those things, so you could tell me to roll and make it impossible.
Yeah, I don't like doing that, but yeah.
It's obviously your call, man.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
All right. That's a 10.
So, I mean, you don't... Yeah, So you start to think, oh, he's going out of town for so long. How would he get Kandronas? If he was a Yeerk, he wouldn't go out of town without a way to get his Kandrona.
And then I realized that this is probably global, and if he had to go out and get Kandrona somewhere else, and
you still don't know. I mean, can they travel? How big is this invasion?
But the thoughts of doubt creep in.
The thoughts of doubt and the thoughts of like hope, but
but nothing
cancel each other out.
Nothing concrete. Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Do you want me to now? I stuff comes up, especially trying to be in school and stuff. I'm trying to get my grades better because mom wanted me to stick around. Do you want me to run the shop? Do you have that taken care of? Do you what did we say his second in command was? We that is a character we created together. I don't remember what his name was.
Let me see if I have it in my notes real quick. If I don't, then we will pause on that. You could just be like, I say the name or something.
Yeah.
Let me double check though. I don't have it, so. Yeah, so we'll.
All right.
You can throw it in there at a different time, or
sure. Then Grant will just say,
it is. Remind us.
Yeah. If we've said it, I don't know if we did. Grant will be like, I assume you've got your second there taking care of the shop, and he's, I've told you before, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like me, but obviously I can help him out if he needs it.
Feel free to put in any hours you want. Just log them, and I'll make sure you get paid.
All right. You want me to keep an eye out for, whatever got stolen? I don't know if...
Just keep an eye out for yourself. With the news that Charles is coming back, I'd rather you focus on that.
All right, Ricky. I'm fucking dog tired. I love you. And he's going to go up and give him a hug and give his mom a hug. Then go hang out with his cat for a little bit and go to bed.
I love you too, baby. As you're walking, your mom kisses you on the forehead. Yeah, you get into your room and Daxter's in there. He buys food bowl. You walk in and it's like 6:50 or no, later in the night. It's about 15 minutes till the next hour, and he's like looking at his food bowl, waiting for like the automatic food dispenser to drop some food for him.
Yep, which Grant got for him because the wet food was not being great for his digestive system, and he liked the dry food, so he switched it over.
And then when that time comes,
art imitates life.
Actually, is it too late for him to eat? Has he already ate? I don't know. It's probably too late for him now.
What time is it?
We'll say going on 10, maybe.
Then it gave him his food 30 minutes ago.
All right, so
and
we'll say
he's still grazing at it.
9:28, and then we hear.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and you lay down with Daxter and play with him a little bit, and after a little while, you fall asleep, and he falls asleep curled up underneath your chin.
Cool.
Well, I wanted to have that conversation with Ricky, and you went, good news!
Well, Zac.
Yeah.
You get home. Your
What time?
We'll say this is also around 9:30. And
Okay.
Your dad is, your mom's already in bed. Your dad's kind of getting up and doing little things around the living room, cleaning up little messes, and he's about to head to bed too.
Okay. Zac has been rehearsing his excuses all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
And hasn't come up with anything real good. So we'll see how this plays out. So he opens the front door, just unlocks it like he normally would. He comes in, hits the alarm code, resets it, locks everything back up, like totally like it's normal.
As you turn around after locking the door, your dad leans against the doorway that leads from your kitchen into your living room and just kind of stares at you. Well, where have you been?
Oh, hey, Dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, Zac. Isaac.
Oh, it hurts, and it's my character, and it still hurts.
Mhm.
Ugh. Zac's wincing for sure. God, I don't think I could hide that. Yeah,
You might smell like weed.
no, I stayed pretty far from it. That's to be fair. I was at the end of the alley.
Okay.
To be fair, you were also around people a lot who came up with it clinging to them.
I mean, okay, maybe a tiny residual bit, but
Mm.
probably not more than he smelled on me before. Huh? Oh, the evil DM strikes again. Yeah, look, Van's parents just moved out. I was just keeping her company, helping her straighten her place up, and all that kind of stuff.
Give me a deception check. And I don't have a
Could I
character
argue
sheet
that
for
it's
you.
persuasive? No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
At 21, baby.
Nice. Nice.
Against my 19, he remembers Savannah telling him all about her parents leaving, and he kind of droops down a little bit and he says, look, regardless of that, Zac, I get it. You're being there for her as a friend, but regardless of that, you need to call and check in with us. You can't.
I try to. I really tried to. My phone died, and you know she's got an Android, not an iPhone.
You're right.
You argued in a previous episode that you always keep chargers on you.
Whatever. I'm a dumb kid that doesn't charge his shit up. Like,
yeah. Either way, he passed his deception check, so we're gonna roll it.
I'll roll it again if you want. I don't. Whatever.
No,
This is just damning, like how much Nate lied when he was a kid.
I was gonna say Grant did it with Savannah, but maybe Grant needs to have lying classes with Zac too. Damn. But no,
You talking about that? I aced my shit.
Well, I'm just giving you shit. That's something I wanted to say, and then you rolled well.
Oh, sorry, homie. I've been hanging out with you for a while. Like, maybe that's where I picked it up. You
I don't know
know?
why you're giving me flack. All my lies have been amazing. Every episode.
Cindy Crawford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. Anyway,
he will say, "Well, inferior phones aside, we pay all this money for you to have all these electronics. You should be able to keep them charged. And either way, Zac, it's no excuse to miss school."
did I miss school? No,
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's too fucking. That's too
Oh
much.
no! Oh no!
That was a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, I'm gonna like as soon as he starts like saying points that are true, I'm just gonna. Yeah. You're right. It won't happen again.
No TikTok for another week.
Can I post the drafts I have though? I just gotta post them. I don't have to do anything else. I gotta keep. I've explained it. I've explained it before. You got to keep the channel regular, or you start to lose people. That's all I want to do is just maintain what I have.
You can give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because we established that he only lets you
Hates
do
that shit.
TikTok as long as your school stuff's going good, and you miss school.
Can I? But it's even though because I have advantage on persuasion checks.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Should be a straight roll. All
Straight
right.
roll.
Are you exhausted? I guess it doesn't matter because they just cancel out.
Right.
22.
So, yeah. Even with the disadvantage, it was a 21.
Oh yeah, but it was straight. So you got a 22, and with the 22, he'll say, "Okay, take your phone up to your room, post your TikToks, and then I'm locking it from my phone in the morning."
Okay. All right, but can you unlock it again the next day? Because I gotta do it every day.
Zac, don't push it. You post.
I'm not trying to be pushy, sir. I'm just
schedule or something like that. I know you can do it with Outlook, and that's all he knows about computers.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can do it in TikTok too. I
You
don't
might
know.
be able to, and if you can, Zac knows how. Yes, sir. Yeah, I will. Hey, did your mom feed Mo?
Yes.
Thank you. Hey, is there any food in the kitchen? Is there any leftovers or anything?
Yeah. Your mom.
You know what? I'll just check. You know what?
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
going to
I
bed.
love you. Sleep good.
I love you too, you jackass.
Fuck it.
And he
Yeah,
pats
I
it back.
probably deserve that.
And he goes off the bed. The stairs creak as he walks up. He's a big fella.
Zac over here is like
Totally
pretty
is.
good about going to school and keeping his shit together, and he gets in trouble when he does this. Grant the fuck up, who like never went to school anyways, and was
Yeah.
forced to like go to school more often because he got fucking shot at, according to his mom.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I skipped school again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do better. I promise. And his mom's like, well, thank you for telling me.
Meanwhile, Zach's grades have not changed because Savannah definitely did all this shit. Savannah definitely turned his homework in.
I'm just reflecting on how unfucking fair this is for a moment. Grant
Wait,
walked
for
in and
who?
he's
Wait a
like, "Oh,
minute,
hey,
because
Rick."
Zach got chewed out.
No, it's unfair to Zac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, versus
Oh, you were like, wait a
Grant,
minute,
who's
you got
just
away with
fucking-
murder. What are you
Yeah,
talking
exactly. Grant's getting away with murder, and you're just like,
about? I'm really
Something-
sorry.
Go to
Let me
school
take
and-
notes here. Not unfair to the person doing homework for everybody. Got it.
Well, you don't have
You
Well-
love it.
no, I don't.
Oh.
I'm going to argue that Savannah should get advantage on forgery checks because she's been doing fucking Zach's homework
Oh.
for years.
If she ever needs to sign anything for Denise or Benjamin, she's got it. No
Who are
check
Denise and
required.
Benjamin?
And yet I worked so hard to get them to legitimately sign my field trip form.
Oh, that's her parents.
It's not
I thought you were talking about
ethical.
mine. I was like, there's Steve and Emma.
Oh,
Because
I
she's
thought
probably
you said-
signed fit.
No,
No, I meant for my shit.
I guess
anyway.
Your parents' real names, and it was Denise and Benjamin. Look, within the three of us talking, me, Alex, and Nate, I went down I wrapped these conversations like a DNA in fucking Jurassic Park.
What a web we weave.
You walk into
what?
the room,
yeah.
And, Mo says, "Matt, what up?"
Zach starts doing this as soon as he walks in, kind of like doing that walk, and Mo starts doing it too. Fuck the police. Yeah, we sing the song back and forth. It's a great time. I take him out, let him fly around the room a little bit, get out of his cage, and
a signed baseball by Mark McGuire.
Okay. Oh yeah, he does knock that over. You're right. Zach
goes under the bed and is never seen again.
Gone. Zach sets up his TikTok shit to post over the next week and checks his messages.
Yeah.
Anything pressing.
As you're setting up the TikTok, you get a notification that you just got a like on a video. It's the one you and Cameron made the other day at the Gardens.
Do I even notice it? Because I have 420,000 followers or whatever the fuck.
You notice this one because
I look at the number while I'm there. I go, how many followers do I have? Real quick.
The one we said last time. It was like 69.
How many is that, Alex?
Plus 20,000. Is that right? So 69.
89 420.
40. I think.
I think that's close to right. The 440 is right. I don't know about the 80. I feel like it was like 76, but whatever.
Fine.
But
so do I even notice the like? Is it just the top one on the list?
Because it comes from a verified account.
Ooh.
And then on the comment video, it says sick kickflip, and it's from a user named the real JJMCC. And then
I'm trying to find where I have my notes.
It's a
Zach.
famous TikTok star.
Is it a real one?
Yeah. No. in this,
okay.
Yeah, real in here.
Oh, right. Okay. What was the name one more time?
The real JJMCC.
It was Katiosaurus.
I was gonna say Timmy Falcon.
What? Cool. I'm gonna like the comment and not say anything because
I'm trying
to DL, from the real JJMC.
Yeah, and he says,
"Did I get it right?"
Yeah, JJMCC.
Oh, okay.
And it says, "Hey, I'm coming home to OC soon. Want to collab?"
What is this account known for? What do they do?
He also he does the dances mostly, viral dances. He'll sometimes do the challenge. He also has a YouTube, but it's not as big as his TikTok is. You look at his followers, millions.
Yeah.
You're looking at his profile?
If you're looking at his profile,
yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is his real name there?
Do they show real names on TikTok? Somebody tell me. Do they just show his username, or
he could put his name?
He could put it.
If they put it.
Yeah, it would be in his bio if he chose to.
We'll say he doesn't put it in. In his bio is just a winky emoji.
All right. Is the face recognizable? Do I know who this person is?
You can give me some kind of check with advantage.
History?
How about Arcana?
Actually, history might actually apply here. Stuff that you.
I think it might be history.
You can give me a history check with advantage because.
How about a 7? How's a 7?
This guy seems super famous, but you don't. So just by looking.
All right.
At his TikTok,
so then, using my Arcana skill, can I look for other social media like Twitter and Instagram and
I was gonna
other
say,
shit?
Just from TikTok, you can't recognize who this guy is. You just know he's famous. It is easy enough to Google his username and figure out who he is. Does anybody else want to tell this name?
I don't remember
Austin,
it.
I back-channeled you a joke that I need you to read on Discord right now.
Okay.
Just tell me if I'm right.
I think it's the dude that Rachel was.
This is.
On.
Is it? Am I right?
It's Schmonathan Schmaler Schmamis is who it is. Yeah.
No.
So he failed the check. So you don't. We'll say this.
But I googled it.
Yeah. Okay. He does sound familiar, but you can't.
So can I give you the real honest truth? If this is a screen name I should know, I have it in my notes and I can't access them because if I minimize Discord right now, it'll fuck up the video.
I haven't told you.
Okay, cool. Good then. I just wanted to be very defensive for a second because I know I have a problem memorizing shit, but I write it down so I don't have to. And I can't get to the notes because I'm an idiot.
I was going to say, you making notes don't matter if you can't access them, you motherfucker.
Shut up. I already know.
I won't fucking shut up.
Can I get the real name now?
I will let you say it after I do your cool joke.
I know who JJMCC is. I mean, Nate knows, but...
So as you can't you're like, I don't know who this guy is from TikTok, but you're like, I know he's famous, and you start to Google him, and you find that he does come from the hit show from when you were a kid called Powerhouse. Savannah, or whoever, you guys can roll if you're all saying it at the same time.
Count us in.
All right.
I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Jeremy Jason McCall.
Yes. He was a teen heartthrob when you were growing up, and now he's transitioned to TikTok and YouTube star.
Adult heartthrob. That's the only way it can go.
The show that he was on was a show about a family, just as these kids grow up, just this average guy. But the guy actually has a show on the show where he uses power tools, builds up cars, grunts a lot, and has a hot assistant and a chubby bearded co-host.
I mean a god is what you mean by chubby and bearded. Yeah, okay. So Zac, after some Googling, like real quick Googling, goes, all right, this dude, okay. Will DM back, absolutely, exclamation point. I am grounded for a week. So can we talk about something about a week from now? You gonna be in town then? Question mark.
About 45 minutes go past, and then he writes you back.
I definitely write like I am grounded for a week. Like I write all that out.
He'll say, "LOL, yeah, I'll hit you up in a week."
Yeet or something. Whatever the cool kids say.
Litty.
Word. Lit. There we go. Is lit good? Fuck, I don't know. YOLO.
That is lighted up, my guy.
Yeah.
That's lighter fluid. What? Okay. Who hasn't gone yet? Savannah, as you fall asleep after this, Zac.
Yeah. Zac also grabs like some microwave Hot Pockets or some fucking shit and eats, and then goes to sleep.
There's homemade Hot Pockets.
What?
Yep.
Impossible.
Improbable, but not impossible.
Emma works at the Hot Pocket factory.
Yeah.
She does all about this.
Embroidery, it helps.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Steve has a welding job at the Hot Pocket factory.
Yeah.
One of their conveyors broke and he's fixing it. All right.
It makes sense now, the temperature issues within the Hot Pockets.
Because of the welding?
The heat can't get out.
Austin gets it. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, I'm still absolutely giggling over the JTT thing. So
the real JMCC. Yep.
Well, yeah, Jeremy Jason McCall, aka Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, Schmonathan Schmaler Schmamis. That's what I said.
You guys didn't like Zachary Todd Bryan? Never mind. Savannah, you and Max get to the top floor, and bing. You hear the claws of Possum as he runs across the tile floor and meets you as the elevator opens. He jumps in and kind of knocks you back against the elevator wall as he greets you.
Possum. Yeah. and I will go about taking care of Possum.
And Max goes about wandering around the house. As when you do you have anything special you want to do with Possum as you take him out and
Just his regular like nighttime routine, like feed him, take him outside, make sure he has water, all that jazz.
and not clean up the poop like you do?
I already. That was not a decision made by me.
Not canonical.
You were in a hurry.
Not canonical. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
not
how much of a
canonical.
hurry she would be in.
Savannah
I want you to know.
always clean the poop.
Thank you.
All right.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
I always clean. Oh.
I clean up pal.
Yeah, you get back up there, and Max kind of walks up to you as you re-enter. He's reading another book. Who wants to give me a book title?
What kind of books are you looking for? Like
Whatever.
Collection of Ernest Hemingway.
Collection of Ernest Hemingway.
He's reading Old Man of the Sea. That's on par with 20,000 Leagues.
He's going through all the ocean books.
Yeah.
And
It sounds like her parents would sort them by theme, like by biome.
I mean, honestly, they probably like have them sorted by like color and size, and like it was done by like some sort of interior feng shui decorator or something.
Right. These books were bought because they look nice.
Yeah, no one's read them.
Well, I will say this: probably most of the bookshelves are like that for decoration. There is at least one solid shelf that is actual textbooks that are like, if one of you all randomly went up to it, you wouldn't understand the shit in it. It's like on biology, archaeology, all kinds of stuff like that.
Like an almanac, so that one might say later that he is Canadese.
Yes. Kennedy's nuts. Wait. Forget it, Nate.
Don't
It's
forget
gone.
it, Nate. Never forget it.
Max,
No, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Oh, damn
he'll
it.
walk up to you and he'll say, you're going to set up the time for me to talk with your friends?
I could, I guess, after school tomorrow.
Whenever you all are free.
Sure, I'll text him or something.
I will sleep out here. Would you like me to watch the beast for you?
No, he'll come with me.
And he kind of bows his head to you as it starts to turn blue and his mouth starts to disappear and he starts to demorph. And
I think Savannah's just gonna walk past him, like just leave him there.
Back to your room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my room, and I'm gonna grab something out of it, and I'm gonna head up to the roof.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna grab is I'm gonna go into that desk drawer and grab out that picture that Evil Grant tore in half.
It's ripped in half. Yeah.
Ripped it, well, taped back together on the back. And Savannah's just gonna not say anything, and she's gonna take that back up to the roof. And I'll say she grabbed one more thing out of the desk drawer. And once she gets up there, she's going to light it on fire and let it burn all the way down till it's gone. And just kind of stamp out the ash and pause for a minute up there. And then she's going to, after taking a few beats, head back downstairs and just go to bed.
As you turn around, you see silhouettes on like the entrance to the back into your apartment of just 5, 10, 15 of these crows just watching you and fluttering their wings as you go back inside. And as you go to your room and Possum's with you and you're getting ready, changed, get ready to go to bed, you notice there's like, this might not happen anymore. I remember it used to happen in the 90s, but there's like a little blinking symbol on your computer saying that you have an email.
I'll check it.
It's from the Ocean Grove Public Library. And you put in a request a little while back, and your request just came through. And attached to this email, basically there's a letter saying thank you for using our services. We've attached the documents that you requested. And there's 2 documents attached. One says KH obituary. The other one says KH2 obituary.
I think she'll scan them really quickly, but probably just set them aside for the night, and that's it tomorrow.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna share these. If you're just scanning them, I'm gonna wait until you fully go through. You see that it's their actual obituaries.
Okay.
And, okay. Yeah, you can go to sleep as you. Do you do anything with any of the items that you have on hand?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And so you lay in bed, Possum curls up with you, and it's not like you see in the movies where he's at your feet and just in the perfect circle. He's laying across you, and
it's like Possum across the bed, Savannah sleeping in the little. Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
And you all get a full night's rest.
Yay.
Yeah, you wake up and eat some breakfast.
So does that go down just one more?
Yeah.
What a morph.
Getting better.
So we'll start with Savannah, since she was the last to go to sleep, and she's probably going to be the first to wake up because she has some stuff to do.
Yep, probably.
Get up.
And taking care of Possum, but also making time to sit down and actually read through those obituaries in the morning.
All right. I'm going to add them so you can see them.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to do this, but I have not eaten enough today, and my body is now raging against me for it. I'm going to go grab a couple of granola bars and hump them down.
Cool. So as you read these, Savannah, you can read them out loud if you want. If you want to keep them to yourself, you can.
I want to keep them to myself for now.
Okay.
This is a quiet mission she is undertaking on her own.
So if you don't want Grant and Zac to know, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, for the listeners, do you want to reveal that later? It's up to you. Okay.
Yeah, I want to reveal it later.
Okay. So you start to read over these, and while you're doing that, we'll go to Zac. Zac, you wake up at whatever time you want.
Yeah, Zac. What time does a school start? 8 o'clock? That's what time I drop my kid off.
Sure.
Zac has to be up by 7:30 at the latest. Actually, he's got to be out the door by 7:30, so he's got to be up by 7 at the latest. He hits the alarm at 7:40.
Okay.
And mad panic, jumps in the shower. He's just going to be late the first period for sure, but like does his fucking best to, get out the door on time. Definitely doesn't make the bus, so he skateboards all the way to school.
All right. Yeah.
Slides into homeroom, like right as the bell for first period rings, like after homeroom. Gets marked, counted as there, but tardy, and then gets to move on with his day and has just a fine day at school. He got a good night's rest, so like he's still exhausted, but like he can manage school.
You do end up seeing Cameron, like, as you're you run past his homeroom, and he like kind of looks up at you and points as you run past and go to your homeroom.
Doesn't really do shit. Like, if he sees Grant, if he sees anybody that he knows, he's gonna be cool about it. Say hi. But that's
Grant,
it.
You wake up in the morning. What do you want to do?
When Grant wakes up, he sees Daxter, says hi to him, and looks at the time. and groans and thinks about rolling back over and going back to sleep and fuck it. Just, staying home, but he decides, no, I should go, and he's going to go get up and start heading to school. If his mom is there, he'll say hi and hug her and, all of that. She's a professor, so there are going to be days where she, doesn't have a class that day or whatever, and is going to be there sometimes, but I don't know. He's going to go to class.
Yeah, you guys get there, and you start to go about your day. And really, we can't go any farther until we find out what Savannah does. So, Savannah, you get through reading these obituaries, and yeah, you have the rest of the day ahead of you.
I mean, Savannah's going to school.
Okay, so you're not doing anything with Max before you're... I know that was the plan. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I think she's going to do one thing with Aximeli before school. And first just tell him here's how long I'll be gone. Here's when I'll be back. I'll, don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. And then she's going to say to him, please do not make me regret this. But I've been thinking about what you've been saying about sharing information and the conversation we had about your brother. Please don't make me regret this. And she's going to grab the Exilia and say, this was the last thing your brother left us. I'm not giving this to you. But if you want to listen to it, this was the last thing that I got from your brother. And she's going to hand it over to him.
He looks at it and then looks back up at you. All of but one of his eyes look at this thing as he holds it in his hand, and then he'll look back up at you and he'll say, "Thank you. It's an Exilia device. It's Arn technology, not Andalite."
What are the Arn?
They are another species, very advanced technologically. I don't know very much about them. Wasn't paying much attention in school, class that day, but I know a little bit.
Okay, well, speaking of class, I do have to go. Please don't make me regret that.
Give my word.
And Savannah will take off.
An Andalite's word is unbreakable.
You sure you should have told me that?
Thank you.
Ooh. Fucking nice.
I wanted to be. I was like, I'm not in this scene. I can't say anything, but you did it, and I'm so fucking proud of you.
That's
exactly what you should have said. It's exactly what you should have said.
I'm gonna remember this. Austin will remember this. You get to school. Your friends is there, but you don't interact with them if you don't want. If you guys want to go through the whole school day and meet up at the end, that's fine.
One thing that I have to do as I'm going through and we bump into each other. All right. Give it to me.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
I didn't do any of my homework last night.
Can I roll insight against her deception?
Sure. Cameron walks up as this conversation's happening too. Zac, you can be there as well if you want.
I think I made sure they weren't there.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Grant's gonna say, good effort. You that thing where your eye twitches, it happened a lot.
Made such an easy one to figure out.
It's okay. This is why we're practicing. Just, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not going to give you shit about it.
All right. Well, what about you? Any questions?
Remind me what we were looking at in the woods, Savannah? Like the one we found?
Which time? We looked at barred owls was the main thing. But
Okay.
we were out there we were talking about many things.
Yeah, the owls is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I was just looking into any that they have in captivity, and whether or not it would be a good idea to go look at some. Nothing crazy. Just thought it'd be cool to maybe see them in captivity instead of just in the wild. But that's all. Just a little bit of research on my phone as I was going to sleep.
Anything close by?
Austin, was there anything close by?
What? Explain to me again what you.
This is an owl that is not that is native to the area, but is endangered. And we went on. Savannah and Grant went on a field trip to see one because she was trying to impress upon him the wonders of nature and why he should care.
So, like any rehab center, anything in the area that would have spotted owls.
Okay, and you're like researching if any of these places have that.
Yes.
Okay, give me technology and a just a technology.
Technology? All right.
I figure that's how the easiest way is to Google it.
15.
15. So they're native to the area. You're just trying to find an injured one. Is that?
No, well, I'm just trying to find any. They're native to the area, but like hard to find. We have seen one out in the wild. Grant is saying that he was looking to see if there were any that were in captivity with like breeding programs or anything that they could go like see in captivity.
Okay. Yeah, there's a wildlife rehabilitation clinic that has that has one that's on it's recovering there. With a 15, you know that this is the group that Reese's mom was defending. Like, so there was like a smaller business that she had been representing for a while, and she was in talks with the gardens and stuff. But that you connect her with this this organization.
The one from the sharing event.
Yeah,
the one from the sharing event. Okay,
they were
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Then Grant's gonna say, yeah, there's one over at this wildlife rehabilitation center. The one that Mrs. Reese was working with.
Interesting.
So that might be good to check out for multiple reasons, knowing that. And that's all I'm going to say on that right now because there are people around. Work on that Twitch, and then Grant will go along.
And just before he goes, she'll be like, wait, tonight, meet at my place right after school. We'll talk about it there.
Okay. Do I need to come prepared for anything? I was trying to take it easy.
No, and I'm inviting Zac and Cameron too.
All right, I'll see you there. And then louder, he's going to say, fuck off, and then start walking away.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to do anything throughout the day?
I legit just want to catch up with Zac and Cameron and tell them the same thing.
There's Zac.
Zac?
Yeah, what time?
Just right after school. We'll just take the bus over.
Okay, I can't stay long. I got some pretty deep shit for yesterday. I'm kind of grounded.
It's just a quick thing with Max.
Oh, yeah, okay. Everybody else coming already? You want me to tell Cameron?
Yeah, sure, if you see him.
Okay. I guess he would have said Cameron or Grant.
Yeah, and she
doesn't know Grant was told. Sorry.
I already told Grant, but if you see Cameron.
Sure, yeah.
Zac,
Cameron has fifth period with Grant or with Zac, so
yeah. And there
you have a fifth period? Holy shit!
I had 6 in my school.
No, wow. Okay.
For real? No,
I had 4. That's why I'm like, what?
We had really short classes, like 40-minute classes or some shit.
as you walk into the room, Cameron's sitting in like a corner desk, and there's a few of the cheerleaders around him, and Rena is standing and kind of like leaning on his desk talking to him, and he looks like he's like kind of leaned back into the chair, and at first he's like kind of smiling and laughing, and then he looks over and sees you enter, and he kind of sits up more straight, and he's like, I got some homework to do, Rena.
Zac fully tries to cover for this just egregious fuck up, and walks over. He's like, "Hey, man, that TikTok we did the other day, it's got like crazy views on it. You want to see?"
Yeah. And then Rena's
like,
"Oh my god, Cameron, you do TikTok? What kind of stuff do you?"
He's done one, but it's been really good, so he might be doing more. Anyway, I got to talk to him now. So
whatever, and the group leaves.
God, I hate her.
I don't like her either. That was my first encounter with Rena in character, and that was enough.
She sucks.
She sucks.
You oohed her and Cameron at one point.
Yeah,
I think like
they're walking into school,
but face to face, like actual encounter. Yeah. Yeah, Dad TikToks? No, he doesn't. Shut the fuck up. Go away now. Just push her by the face, like go away.
Your hand smells like Hot Pockets.
Yeah, so does her twat, bitch. No,
clown.
She is a minor.
Sorry. So Zac.
Yeah, I know.
And in high school.
Holy shit.
So while she's
that's the name of the episode, right?
Every fucking time you say they're a minor, I always I know what you're saying, but my first instinct is to think they're old timey miners, like with pickaxes.
Well, go prospect them.
They are miners. Well, they're going down into the mines.
What I always think is they were roommates.
and
they were roommates. And they were minors. That's the name of the episode. Anyway,
and they were minors.
and they were minors.
Spelled with an O.
So yeah, he's just gonna pull him aside, pull up his phone, and just do this, but on the home screen, you know, and be like,
"Oh my god,
we gotta meet at Savannah's today, like right after school. Cool.
I got practice.
Yeah, dude, 1.2 million. Holy shit! Can you believe it?
Yeah, you got practice.
Good work, man. We got to do some more.
Did he just say you got practice? Is that what he said?
No.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, we got to practice more. You're right. We should probably do that soon.
Yeah. After football practice, because I have that after school.
Not today, you don't, man.
Shit.
Take a stomachache or something.
He has a worry in his eye. But he says, all right.
I don't know what it was. She didn't give me a lot of details. It's something to do with Max.
He nods. And he says, you know what? I'll be there. But Zac, if this is just some more talking shit, I'm not good at planning.
You got 6th period with her? Maybe you can clear it up? I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot. Arts and crafts. With Savannah.
You take underwater basket weaving with her, do you?
Take that back a notch and try that one again. We're in high school.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Humanity.
There we go.
6th period, I believe, is last period, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Savannah canonically has advanced biology.
Yeah, I was going to say advanced biology.
You enrolled me in advanced biology? Listen, Zac, I know you want me to be smarter for all this, but that's not the way.
Bro, I was asking a question, Austin. I was asking, do you have 6th period with Savannah?
You should say you meant 4th period.
I meant 4th period. Why did Savannah tell me last period when I was in there with her? I don't have any. No, wait a minute. That's Savannah.
How long does football practice last? Christ.
Hour and a half. That was Savannah Simpson, not our Savannah.
Okay, we know what her last name isn't. I'm gonna start crossing them off. Not Simpson. We know that one.
Can't tell.
Boy,
he's just gonna shoot a fucking text real quick and go, hour and a half later? Question mark.
And she's gonna shoot back. I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
And then he'll also just shoot a text to Grant that says hour and a half after school.
You receive a very quick text back that says "fuck you."
Okay, but not until 4:30, man.
And then he responds with a smiley face.
Okay. All right, man. Go to practice right after.
Looks
Cool.
over at your phone as you're texting it, and he said, "Wait, does Savannah know about you two?"
No, she doesn't, because we don't exist.
Hey, man, look, I'm not gonna tell her, but that's kind of fucked up, Zac.
Never change, Cameron.
What about if we're going into a fight? And he laughs at that. And
Oh,
all right.
Oh,
1.2 million. Oh my god. Yeah.
fucking hilarious. Fucking amazing.
Uh,
I knew you were about to do that shit. As
Yeah,
soon as you
there's
looked
still
over,
just
I did too.
like, I know
Cameron
it's
sees
happening.
it, and I'm like, oh no.
so I tried to get Cameron out of this meeting, but he just postponed it. So I guess an hour and a half after school and 20 minutes after football practice, everybody arrive at Savannah's unless anybody wants to do anything else.
I probably went ahead and went straight there anyway.
Yeah,
All right, so
probably.
everybody's there except Cameron for the first hour and a half. Anybody want to do anything?
I showed up. I didn't show up until 10 minutes before Cameron was supposed to show up because I fucking hate that Max guy. I don't want to be there.
So I'm instead dogging her the whole time about crows and why they have a cool secret crow thing that I didn't get to fucking do. And when were you gonna tell me about these sick ass crow meetings? I want a crow. What the fuck?
You can come
Just
eat
the whole
crows
time.
with us.
It's an hour of that, and I'm not even letting her answer. Just
I think like the
Grant said he
first
has a
10
fucking
minutes.
crow drawer. What the fuck?
The first 10 minutes, Savannah's trying to answer, and then like once she realizes what's happening, she just like sits back and just like lets this happen. Like, all right.
honestly, he runs out of steam after like 10 minutes anyway. So, how many times can you ask a question about a crow? Anyway,
You want to go? You want to go right fucking now?
yeah, actually, that'd be kind of cool.
To just talk about crows.
He
for an
just
hour?
calms down immediately.
Actually, I love this. I want to show up instead 30 minutes early, and as soon as Grant comes in, he's gonna like walk past them and be like, "Hold on, I'll be back." And he goes upstairs and sees if his friends left him any gifts.
Okay, you get up to the top, and as you open the door, at first the crows flutter off, but then as you come out and close the door, grab some peanuts, they kind of fly back down and rejoin you. High or low?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Damn.
Yeah, you get a stick and like a cotton swab.
Does the cotton swab look used?
Yes.
Gross.
By something horrible.
Crow gifts. It's crow gifts.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
junk.
Yeah, Grant, you're a ding dong. Grant's gonna go, thanks guys, that's unfortunate. And he's gonna, how big is the stick? It's a stick?
A twig.
It's a crow. It's a twig. Okay.
It's a twig, but it's a cool twig. It makes a Y. Like
It is an
like
entire felled red oak.
It brings you a treat.
Can it be like an
A whole
acorn?
You already got an acorn.
Do
From
I?
this other
Okay.
one.
All right, cool.
There's another that brings an acorn. Sure, you can.
All right. Sure. All right, cool. I'm just gonna walk down with an acorn and put the acorn in my pocket. And Grant's gonna look at Savannah and like very gingerly, like in between two fingers, like hold up the cotton swab and be like, "Some of them don't go in the drawer," and he's gonna throw it away.
And then Cameron arrives. Who threw this
Sweaty.
Q-tip away? I know.
It's a perfectly good Q-tip. What the fuck?
It's
Nasty.
only used
Yeah.
on one side.
Cameron stinks again, and not like weed or like skunk. He just smells like a sweat boy.
That's fine.
It's all good. All right, so what's up?
So apparently, Aximili had considered an exchange of us working with him on something for some information. Aximili?
He's now in human morph. He says, yes. I've told Savannah that I would answer some questions in exchange for your help in getting a Z space transponder or a way to increase my signal.
All right, before any fucking thing else, what is that?
Same question.
It is a device, the Z-Space transponder. The Z-Space transponder is a device that will allows you to communicate faster than the speed of light over long distances. I either need one of those that we would have to steal from a Yeerk, or a way to boost the signal tenfold.
What is Z space?
He looks at you all, and he says, "We can get to the questions. I do need to set some boundaries."
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Just let him talk.
Fine.
I will answer your questions about the Taxon, about the Yeerks, about the Hork-Bajir. Anything that I know, I will share with you in exchange for your help. I cannot give you information about the Andalites. That is my only caveat.
I guess we don't need any information on Andalites. Does that seem right? I can't think of why we might.
I can think of plenty of reasons why we might, because I don't fucking trust them, but...
Sure, but we're not fighting them right now.
It would be better to have more information about other species that we are fighting. And yes, it sucks that we don't get all of it, but I would rather have more than less.
Yeah, no, I can't disagree with that, and I will grudgingly, and then he looks at Max, say, I will grudgingly acknowledge that it is nice that you've come around on something, but here's what I propose. You're promising us information if we help you. I say we help you get home when you give us some information on some questions we have about this stuff. Because we already saved your fucking life. I don't know why you're holding information behind a paywall now.
He stares at you for a second, and then turns to Zac and says, I've agreed with Savannah to talk with you first.
That sounds like the same thing.
He's just looking at you. Yes, I just choose to ignore that one.
I'm going to look at Grant and go, I understand why that might be what you want to do, but that's really not.
I don't trust him. He has given me... No, don't you hate me.
I'm standing up for you, man.
I am not... Listen, I'm okay with helping him get the fuck out of here if he wants to do that. He has not been forthcoming on anything. And now he says he will if we get him what he needs to go back home. I don't trust it. I do not want to help him with anything unless he gives us something first. Because
he was going to talk with us first.
He said he was going to talk to us regarding doing this, not... He never said he was going to give us the information first.
I did.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so obtuse about it.
Maybe you should listen more instead of talking.
That's a nat 20.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, Grant punches, I guess, is it a punch? A kick?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And Max falls to the ground and clutches at his face, and like Cameron, wide-eyed, is like looking back and forth, and Zac and Max starts to stand up.
Grant's kind of doing this with his hand, and he's gonna say, all right, that sounds good to me.
And then as he gets up, he swings his human arm at you, and he's gonna have disadvantage on this.
Nice.
He's still got a 17.
Yeah, he still hits you, just not as hard as he would have if he wasn't
disadvantage.
You, as he hits you, you kind of stumble back. You don't fall over. It's a pretty solid hit.
Yeah, I mean, Grant just takes it.
This one is irrational. He's not reasonable. He strikes out with violence.
Yep.
The first time we met,
I will give you the information with him not here.
That's not an option.
Yeah, that's
He's
not
part of our team.
And I will figure this out myself. And he looks to Savannah. Thank you for your hospitality. And he starts to make his way towards the elevator.
Max. Aximili.
He looks over his shoulder and he says, you need to get your soldiers under control. And he presses the buttons of the elevator.
Can I make a persuasion check?
What are you saying?
Just, can you wait? You know what? Let me try to catch up with him.
He's waiting on the elevator to come. So.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk over to the elevator. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, Grant's gonna let Zac take care of it, but like he's not. I guess I'll tell you, Austin, in this moment, if Zac is going forward and he's doing something about it after what just happened there, Grant's gonna let him talk to him and take care of it, but Grant will not let him leave this place by himself.
Who, Zac or Max?
Well,
Max.
So just react to what happens then.
Yeah, I guess I'm holding an action if he starts walking to the elevator. Grant is gonna be on top of him, not like fighting him, but walking.
I don't know what
Zac is walking to the elevator.
So
okay,
as the elevator does bing, as Zac's walking over, what do you do, Grant? He's going to get on.
Is the elevator open?
Yeah. As the door is sliding open, he's going to step in.
Did Zac step in with him?
He's walking over there.
Yeah, I'm going to slide into the doors before they close.
All right. Well, we're going to see what Grant does as you're walking over. Grant, what do you do?
I mean, Grant's just going to look over as he's going, and he's going to be like, say what you got to say, Zac, but I'm not... I'll work with him if he'll work with me, but I am not being unreasonable.
And you can slide in, Zac, if you want, into the elevator.
Yep.
I think...
Oh, go ahead.
Can I follow them over as well?
Yeah.
All right. I want to follow them over there, and I want to lean directly on the elevator door so they do not close.
So they can't leave? Yeah.
So they can't leave. And I think Savannah's just going to look at all of these idiot children and just say, Grant, sit down for a second. Calm down. Zac, we need to make this deal now. Okay? We need to fucking do this. Okay. Aximili, I understand that you're pissed and he shouldn't have hit you. You hit him back. We're even now. Let's figure this out because we need to have more information about what we are doing. You could use our help in getting home. This is very frustrating for all of us. I promise you that.
You can give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Great. Because I'm already so good at those.
I mean, she's doing what... I was just going to wait until we were alone to do it.
What'd you want me to give you?
Persuasion.
Check. Persuasion. 7.
Damn, that nat 20 would have been nice. Can I... Well, I can't do a help action instead. Never mind.
You can try to give me your spiel on it as he's looking like he's heard Savannah, but he's about to respond, and his face isn't looking like it's going to be a positive response. So if you want to try to jump in and say something, you can.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't have it ready yet, but we, and I say we, meaning almost all of us, don't have any ill intentions here. You say get soldiers under control. They're not soldiers. I can't do that.
Give me your persuasion check with disadvantage, which cancels out because you have advantage.
I rolled it beforehand. It was a 13.
Okay.
You want me to roll a different one? I will.
That's fine.
Okay.
So as you kind of say this, he'll say, soldiers or not. For one, I don't know how you expect to win this war unless you turn into soldiers.
And
also,
maybe that'll happen, but without any information,
you want information, and I've agreed to give it to you, and that one has done nothing but ridicule me and assault me, and attack me.
I can still hear this, right? As I sat down.
Yeah.
Grant's gonna say, actually, when we met, the first thing you did was put a knife to my throat.
And still look, interrupting as I'm trying to talk to you. He's not in control of himself. He claims that he'll work with me, yet look how he treats me. There's never a moment of reprieve with him. I will give you the information you want without him here. Those are my terms. I appreciate your all's help. I feel that I have other options. I just wish to repay you for what you've done, but
to be fair, it's not a repayment if you're only giving it to us on condition of further help.
He sighs and he kind of
at this point
looks back to Savannah and he says, "Are all humans like this? So argumentative?"
I mean, I'm not the best person to ask, honestly, and in this exact instance, I relate to you more than I can even explain. But yeah, overall.
Grant's going to walk back over in front of the elevator now that it's being held, and he's saying that he's not going to do this.
As you come
and that's fine. Grant has his hands up like this, and he says, the first moment we talked, I got a knife to the throat from you, and accusations about what hadn't happened. And then we saved you, and still we got nothing but contempt. And you're saying that that I'm the one who flies off the handle. Yeah, I do fly off the handle a little bit. And I was angry. And the way that you're still talking to us makes us angry. But what I will say is that keeping us and my friends alive is more important than all that. I won't hit you again. Hell, I'll let you hit me a few more times if you need to. But you had that coming, and I did too. We need to be able to work together.
And that's why you want him on your team, because he will come through in a pinch. It's not easy to work with him, but it's worth it.
And I'm supposed to go off that trust when he doesn't trust me, and he said it to my face. How many times? And he looks back to Grant. And how many times do you have to rehash everything that we've been through?
It's been 2 days.
Yes, but we've talked about this multiple times.
All right. I will admit that I misunderstood what you were saying. It definitely sounded like you were trying to hold information behind a wall of us helping you, and you've said some things that have made you not super trustworthy in my eyes. You give us some preliminary information on knowing this stuff, I'm all in and getting you home, because I promise I don't want... it is not my intention to keep you from your family. I just think that we should be I think we just deserve a little bit of help, especially with getting you out of that situation. And yeah, I was and am still angry about the way that you reacted to all that. You call me unreasonable. I just say that I don't keep it in nearly as much as other people. But the way that you've treated us hasn't been okay either. I will stop with the accusations and the violence. But you're acting like you're standing on some high ground that I don't think you have here, man.
He looks back to Zac and he says, his actions have shown that he is against me and he can't control himself.
He's controlling himself right now.
Stand by what I said.
I'm not going to kick him out. He's part of our team. He's agreed to be part of our team.
I respect your all's decision. And he kind of looks to Savannah as she's still in the doorway. And just waits.
We still need this information, man.
And I still need to go home.
And we still will help you.
That's 100% what we're talking about here. And Grant kind of just walks back over to a chair, pulls it up, and sits down. He's like, man, we'll stand here as long as we need to. Like I said, you can hit it out of me if you want. I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were holding information hostage, and I was very angry about that because of the way that you have reacted to us from the start. You are saying that that is not how it is and that I've misunderstood. I'm willing to entertain that. I'm willing to say that I was wrong. And I'm willing to work with you. You're talking about how my actions have shown that I'm not to be trusted. My actions have shown that I haven't trusted you.
You're willing to work
Give me a reason.
Now I'm not willing to work with you. It's not whether you're willing to work with me. I understand that. After your actions, I'm not willing to work with you. Or at least not willing to tell you this information at the moment. I will tell them without you around.
It's not how this works.
Then he looks to Savannah after that and he says, okay, then am I a prisoner here?
No.
Nods. I'll be leaving now.
I'll leave with you. I'll walk you out.
That will not be necessary.
The human courtesy. Indulge me.
Nods.
And Zac will just look at Savannah.
Yeah, and should just stop leaning on the elevator door and walk back into the apartment.
And as the doors close, I'll say, I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully not alone. On the ride down, I'm going to try to continue the conversation. Now, if he clams up and won't say anything else, that's DM's call, but I'm not asking for any particular information on Andalite culture, but would it be considered acceptable to ask one member of your team to leave a situation?
Yes. War princes do it all the time.
Well, that is a difference. It's just not an acceptable custom here.
It's not an acceptable custom of my people to be attacked and then be expected to sit in the same room with the person.
Even on the other side of the same room?
Have I attacked someone and then tried to parlay with them?
Yes.
No.
You did.
I mean, actually, Zac is going to say, like,
that.
Hey, you're not there.
Fuck you.
So even without that, Zac would have said, like, in fairness, you put a blade to his throat. I know how you felt. I don't know fully, but I understand the situation was not in your favor. There may have been a feeling of threatened. You might have felt threatened. However you react to that is, I can't fathom it. He reacted the way he did. It's not going well. But I think that even you can see that it has gotten better even in the last 2 days. He will come around. He didn't like Savannah a month ago. He hated her the way that he hates you. And now look, they talk fine. I've known him for years. These are things that just take time with him. It's humans are very different, accidentally.
I understand that humans are different. That doesn't excuse what just happened.
I'm not asking for it to be excused.
You're
but
asking
I am
me
telling
to look
you
past it for the war. Is that just go ahead and tell me. Is that what you want?
I did not think that ultimatum was acceptable. If I tell him to leave, would then be telling him that I don't trust him. And that's not the case.
That makes you a good leader in that aspect. And I understand why you would do that. But my honor means something to me too.
You hit him back. You're even by human standards.
I don't know.
Maybe it's different in Andalite culture. Have we hit the ground yet? How tall is this building? Where are you gonna go?
I was trying to find a secluded place.
We were gonna take you to one. We have access to one. That's something else we can offer you. And honestly, I would have asked that you be part of our team before we even offered that. So better people than me are influencing any decision. I mean, I don't decide for the group, but
he looks at you and he kind of thinks for a second.
How about another persuasion check?
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Thanks. Disadvantage, does it cancel out, or you want full disadvantage?
It'll cancel out with the advantage.
Okay. Fucking 11. Okay. I got an 11.
He thinks for a second and he'll say, I've grown to like a few of you in the past few days. The dumb one's pretty enjoyable, and
hey, you can't call him that, man.
The ignorant one. Well, no, I'm ignorant. He's dumb. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't call him that to his face.
Yeah, I do not wish to break off our relations because of one of you.
This is my request, okay? If you can come back up, talk to me, Savannah, and the dumb one, and let Grant just sit in the other corner. He's got to be there. He has to be part of it. He may have questions that the three of us wouldn't think of, and it's only fair that he get to ask them too. Tolerate him. That's all I'm asking for right now. Maybe you'll grow to like each other, maybe not. You don't have to. But can you work with somebody you don't like?
Yes.
Is that something Andalites do?
Yes. More often than not.
Well, can you do that now?
I can, because it is the most expeditious way for me to get home.
Sounds like it.
I will not tolerate assault anymore. Him attacking me.
I understand.
I will be in my own form for this.
Okay.
He sighs.
Conspiratorially, like, I'll put a hand on his shoulder and be like, that's the only reason he got you in the first place. You're not used to the body.
Adi.
Body, yada, 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 yada.
Yada, yada. As you guys get back onto the elevator.
Are we saying body, yada, yada, yada as we, like, the doors open back up? Everyone's, like, all somber and shit, like, oh, that didn't go good. And then we come back, like, body, yada, yada, yada. Like, oh, what a turnaround.
As you're going up, he will say, I believe the best course of action, though, is to wait till the morning.
We can't. We got school.
To prevail. Clearer heads to prevail.
We can do it again tomorrow afternoon, but we've all got class tomorrow, man. We got school for the next 3 days. It's not a bad one. It's just timing doesn't work.
So you guys are riding back up. What's going on in this as these doors close? Bing! Savannah, you're in front of the elevator. Grant's sitting in a chair a few feet away from the elevator, wherever he set up his chair, and Cameron's just kind of standing beside him and just kind of like looking at his hand and, hey man, are you okay? And then looking at his face.
Oh, I'm fine, man. Listen. I can accept when I deserve the clock. But I don't know. I guess Andalites are just different because he didn't seem willing to listen to the fact that he acts like I instigated all this and not even listen to the fact that the first moment I met him he had a knife to my throat. A biological knife, but a knife nonetheless. I don't know. Hopefully Zac's able to get him to come back, and I'll work with him because it sounds like he's willing to play ball and he's willing to tell us some stuff before anything happens. But I won't hit him again. He said something fucked. I felt like it deserved it. I got angry. I've been so angry, especially the last couple of days. And he's just spitting on everything that we do and everything that we're doing, and everything we risked for him and everything that we lost before we risked for him. And he can't take a fucking punch.
Grant, I get how you're feeling, but he didn't do any of that to us. He didn't cause Reese to do that. He hasn't, other than us going to rescue him, he hasn't, and him putting this tail blade to your throat, he hasn't done anything to us.
It's a pretty big one, dude.
Yeah. I don't know his point of view. I don't really care. You're my friend, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, you've been going hard on him. You've got some killer shots in, right, Savannah? He's got some nudges in him, but
oh, don't get her to start talking about it. I'm expecting a scolding.
From me?
Well, and then Grant kind of like nervously looks over at Savannah for her reaction.
Savannah is just leaning against the counter, like arms crossed, like just not looking at them. We are in such a shitty circumstance right now with what we don't know. I understand that you're mad about the Tailblade. And he said some things that I also truly don't appreciate. But we need to know more about the circumstances that we are in. And it is way more important than anything else we have going on right now that we find out more. We are flailing. We lost somebody. Not lost as in they quit. They died.
Yeah.
We need this.
Well, hopefully I didn't fuck it all up.
If you did, we'll figure it out.
Cameron nods. Savannah, you got anything to eat?
Yeah, check the fridge in the cupboard. You're welcome to anything in here.
Grab some dog food.
Grant's looking at his fist and he goes, at least it wasn't a gun this time.
If Cameron's going for the dog food, Savannah's definitely going to just kind of like tug like his shirt and open a cupboard.
Yeah, he turns as you tuck his shirt away from the dog food. You get some Twizzlers, strawberry flavored. Or do you have red vines? You tell me.
Twizzlers.
Yeah. You better not have fucking red vines. Nasty motherfuckers.
And there's a box of those chocolate cherry bars that he likes.
Oh, Savannah, you got some.
Oh, yeah. No.
Hilarious. Adorable.
and then bing.
Hey, Austin, can I make just a headcanon change that, like, when we went down, we didn't just ride the elevator down, talk for a minute, and then go back up. Like, we came down and then, like, I don't know, walked around outside for a little bit, maybe went up the street and then walked back. Okay.
For sure.
I just like that scene better in my head.
For all of our fan artists.
Please, for God's sake, someone draw something. Anyway,
someone did.
Especially
there was
I know. I want more. I just always want more, period. It doesn't matter how much there is. I want.
Oh, yeah. It's always wonderful.
We're already deep into it, so no Heroclast this week. Shit, maybe we'll re-record one another time.
Oh, I thought...
Was that the end?
Well, we only have 20 minutes left. So it's like...
We can do a quick one.
Or we can finish this episode out.
Okay,
Let's finish the episode out, yeah.
I mean, we can keep going for a little while, at least.
I gotta get up in the morning. I can't.
So that's way, if we might record a Heroclast later. And you can see. We'll see. We're going to talk about it. You won't know until you know. Yeah, so... bing.
Grant's going to nervously look and see if Zac is alone.
Oh, man. Are we friendly enough that I could have told him to hide in the corner?
If you tell him to hide in the corner, he will step over into the corner.
Just for like 2 seconds, we're like, get over there, get over there.
Yes.
And the door's open, and I'm just gonna be like, and then I'm gonna pull him out.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, he
debated for a second, being like, "Oh, should I roll to punch Zac?"
Yeah,
probably.
Grant like looks at Zac and starts rubbing the mark on his fist. He's like, "Really?" And Grant's gonna look back at Max, and he's just gonna say, "Your brother saved my life. I promise that I want to help you get back to the rest of your family. I think I've been right to be angry, but it ends now. I won't touch you again. Well, I won't touch you again unless it's to help you up."
That's a good line. Me out of character says, not Zac says. That's dumb. But me out of character, very nice. He's agreed to tell us some information. We'll help him get home. But we're gonna do it tomorrow. We all need another night to chill the fuck out. Ready, cool with that?
Yeah.
Cameron, do you have practice again tomorrow?
I do. Oh, wait a minute. I just had conditioning today. It's the off season. I don't have practice.
Okay.
You're a
Zac does not know. Zac does not know what that means. So, cool. Tomorrow, right after school. We'll be here. Everybody, that's okay, right, Van? Like, to use your apartment. I don't mean to invite myself over. I know that's very rude.
So he's not going to the woods tonight?
No.
Well, all right.
One more day.
Well, Cameron looks around, takes another bite of the protein cherry bar. If nobody needs me, I'm going to go ahead and go, downstairs.
Where do you live?
Give me an insight check, whoever's looking at Cameron.
I am, because I was watching him eat, because I was about to say something.
It's a 13.
Fuck, I got a 12.
All right, I'm doing this. I'm doing an insight check. Fuck it. I haven't rolled badly enough yet today.
Hey, make Max do one.
Max has disadvantage.
Awesome gets one. Everybody gets an insight check. You get an insight. We are all rolling dog shit. What the fuck? A 13, a 12, a 12, and a 13.
You guys don't know what Max... Unless you guys want to roll an insight check to see what Max is figuring out about Cameron, you guys just don't know. That'll just be in my own head canon what he...
I mean, I want to do that for fun.
No.
I, Cory, want to do that.
Yeah,
I have to go to sleep tonight. Hold on.
However, the rest of the humanimals, Cameron stops dead in the middle of his bite when you ask where he lives, and he's just, hey, man, I stay downstairs a lot, you know?
That's why I'm asking where you live.
Well, my mom, she had a place, you know, on the east side, but she moved away a little while back. And yeah, well, that's where we used to live. I gotta go. And he presses the buttons of the elevator and kind of just stands there for a second.
It just opened, so it's probably still on the same floor.
We'll say, yeah.
Just to give him an easy out.
It's still like an awkward 3 to 4 seconds that he's standing there.
Bing.
But then, bing.
Bing.
See ya.
Okay.
He walks in.
He's like hitting the button.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you need food? Zac says to Max.
Actually, while I've ate a lot in this body, and when nobody was looking, I actually absorbed some nutrients in my own body. So.
When nobody was looking?
Yeah, when I was in that bathroom, found some fungus.
Yeah! Don't let him eat that. Can we put lettuce on the floor and let him eat it? This is me asking out of character. Okay, fuck.
Nope, he ate the poopy fungus in the bathroom.
And did he tell us that? Like, for real? Was that Austin goofing?
He told you that he gained his nutrients when no one was looking in his morph, yes.
Okay.
Whether it was on nasty fungus, you really don't know. Maybe.
All right, I guess as long as you're good, man. I gotta get home. My parents are gonna roast me already. So, see you all tomorrow. Everybody good?
See you tomorrow.
Okay. Nobody else is leaving. I guess I'll leave.
I live here.
Zac... Oh no, I know. Grant's not leaving. Zac,
Grant's kind of just still examining his hand and just kind of contemplating a little bit.
Grant, you gonna hang out? Or you want to come with?
I mean, Grant's gonna kind of look up a little bit like this, and he's gonna be like,
hitting the button anyway. Like we gotta wait.
Grant's gonna be like, "Yeah, do you want me to come with? I was gonna hang out for a minute."
Okay, hang out.
All right.
No hittings.
I
know, man. I know, man. It's cool.
Grant will just glare at him as he's leaving, I guess.
It's just standard Zac awkwardly trying to make light of a shit that shouldn't be made light of. Anyway, all right. So he heads out, relieved. The door's closed. And he just goes, "Fuck!"
Shit, man.
All right, yeah.
Max is again investigating different books and stuff as you guys are all leaving and everybody's kind of settling down. So.
This one's Walden Pond.
Walden Pond. Where's Waldo?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's where's Waldo. He's in a pond.
You know what? He picks up Waldo, where's Waldo at first, and finishes it in like 4 seconds. And he's like, well, that's done. And then he
finds him immediately on every
he's just
page.
Like, there we go. He's all 4 eyes are scanning individually. Yeah.
So Grant and Savannah are kind of standing at the door, fiddling. Unless you guys want to do something else. Yeah, fiddling. Piddling.
Yeah. Gross.
Grant is going to, I think, look over at Max doing that, and he's going to be like, "Hey, Max."
Turns his head to you.
Why is it acceptable? If you can't answer this because of a customs thing, I get it, and I won't press you on it. Why is it acceptable for you to put your tail to my throat, but not for me to hit you?
He turns to you, and he says, one is an act of violence, the other is an act of warning.
Didn't feel very warning when blood was dripping down my neck.
I was also surprised to see 5 humans with the power of morphing technology.
Okay. I was angry.
You asked what my reasons were, and you're giving me excuses for yours. So do you really want to know my reasons, or do you want to justify yours?
You know, I think I've justified mine enough.
I think mine are justified.
Okay. Well, I would ask you to sit on why surprise is more excusable than anger. And Grant will just get up and he'll walk upstairs to the crows. He's just going to go sit with them for a bit, I think, before going home.
Okay. Yeah, they'll fly. They'll sit on your legs and eat whatever you have. These ones are pretty friendly now. We'll say about 3 or 4 of them do that. The rest are kind of hesitant. They'll take some food, but yeah.
Is Savannah just staying down there with Max, or is she going to go up to the crows?
No, a minute or two after. I think she'll come up to check on Grant. She's not going to say anything. She's just going to open the door and kind of come out and sit down.
Yeah. I think after a minute of sitting there, just fiddling with the crows, Grant's going to say, you know, he doesn't seem to want to believe me, but I really do want to help him, at the very least, for what his brother did for us, but I don't trust him and I don't like him.
And we don't have to like him to work with him. But the trust thing, that's going to take some consideration.
I don't know. What do you think about him, and what do you think about some of the things that I said? Because, and now Grant looks up and, you know, true to form, there are some tears on his face, and he's going to say, hi. You're not only smarter than me, you're more even-keeled than I am. And right now it's hard to see past the red. What do you think of him?
I think a lot of things about him. And don't discount your own instincts because of what I'm saying, but I put a lot of stock in him because of Elfangor. And I think he's kind of like me, and that's not a good thing. And he might sell us out in the right circumstances. Now, do I think he's a really bad guy right up front? No. And you know, when you corner somebody, or when you corner something and they're scared and they're alone and they're in a situation where they're in way over their head, they tend to lash out. So I'm willing to forgive it a little bit more. But I also understand that it wasn't my neck on his tail blade. So I see your side. But he was scared and alone and not comprehending what was going on. So maybe we can give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
I'll think about it. And he's going to say, well, I guess the only thing, other thing I'll say to that is, if he truly is more like you, maybe I have less to worry about. Then Grant will get up and...
Or more to worry about.
And Grant, as he's like walking down going to the door and leaving, he's like, I'm gonna head home. And Grant's gonna stop and look over his shoulder, and he's gonna be like, and stop that. I trust you. Then he's gonna leave.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, as he walks by Max, he's just gonna be like, Take it easy there, Max. Sorry for the cold clock.
You'll get a little nod as you leave.
I think that's about the best I can hope for right now.
And you eventually get.
He doesn't wonder what the fuck why the clock is cold. He doesn't. He's not like looking at the clock trying to figure out.
X at least can do some.
No, there's no context for that shit.
Context.
That's.
He can do some context for sorry.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
He may be wondering all these things in his head and just
he might ask later. He might later ask why the clock is cold.
Yeah.
Like weeks from now.
Why was the clock cold?
Grant, you get home. Zac, you're home. You guys get in bed and go to sleep. Savannah, do you have anything you want to do?
Savannah's gonna go back downstairs and with a suddenly free evening, bust out all that homework.
All right.
Just start doing homework.
Yeah, it takes you a little while, but your bedtime eventually comes around too, and you go to sleep.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys,
we did it.
If you thought this episode was over, you're wrong. Grant,
oh, I was wrong. What's up?
We watch as Grant sleeps.
Now I'm scared.
Tossing, he's turning, he's sweating. His face is scrunching up, and he's groaning in what seems like pain. Grant, you find yourself in this barren wasteland, dusty rocks and deep crevices. The heat here is intense. It surrounds you. You hear a low rumble behind you, and you spin to face it. Nothing but heat waves. And there it is again behind you. You turn. Nothing. A voice booms in your head. Kneel. A splitting headache hits you and you drop to your knees. A flaming eye that sits atop a body is sitting on a throne, looking down and watching you. The voice speaks more. I see death in your eyes.
Can I make... I don't know exactly what this thing is, but I have felt it before, and it just screamed at me to kneel, and then gave me all this pain. Can I fight through the pain to stand back up?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. And I think then Grant is going to just look at it and say, "What are you?"
Another twist of pain in your spine, and you fall even further down. I am a being that you cannot comprehend.
That's kind of a useless answer.
More pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Grant's just gonna ride the wave of pain, and he's gonna say, why? I think just why.
This being stands up off the throne, and as he takes steps, because I simply wish to win the games that I play, to move the pieces, and ensure my victory. And he leans down in front of you. This heat is just scorching, and this pain is running through your body.
Then I think Grant is going to, on the ground, twisted up in pain, lift his head up, look him in the eyes, because this is considerable, but we've discussed Grant's relationship with pain, and he's going to look at him and he's going to say, "Well, let's see if I can't fuck that up then."
And when you say that, a booming laughter hits. More pain, the worst excruciating pain you felt. It feels like you're morphing and you can feel it.
Wow.
And you're already fulfilling your destiny. You're doing exactly what I want you to do, my champion. And as he says that, you shoot up in a cold sweat in your bed.